disable their shields first.
How do I disable their shields? I'm shooting them in the head.
The nuke or the noob tactic is what it's called.
Yo, we're going on Halo 6. How do you not know to say that plasma is more effective against shields and ballistics are more effective against things that are unshielded? How do you not know this?
Smooth, you're the best bot. Even I know this.
Hey, I play the game at a normal.
Do you play multiplayer?
That's different. That's a different beast.
No, the same.
I've never had that problem.
The plasma weapons always take the shield down faster.
Hey, what's going on with your boy 7th level, yo?
That was an absolute I'm sorry, like people should say I'm taking their black card. Your best spot card has been revoked.
Hey, what's going on with your boy 7th level?
What happened to 7?
Okay, so first of all, let me preface this by saying I personally know somebody that was brutally murdered by the police before, right? So I was like, the ride and this shit is working pretty much because he got results.
His dad's a cop, by the way.
My brother-in-law a cop. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying, white people with cops in the family.
But I'm just saying, like he telling me I shouldn't feel this way. I should think before I tweet. Like, bro, what is going on?
White people that don't understand, have never had to experience this, are always going to tell us that. Look, I don't agree. I don't agree with the riots as well. I don't agree with it, but at the same time, for example, I also don't agree with the death penalty. But I understand why some people get it. Just like I don't agree with the rioting, but I understand why it's happening.
That's pretty, but see, that's pretty much where I'm coming from it too. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't out there rioting and inciting shit, but I understand why people doing this shit. I'm not gonna go against it.
Bro, like you know what the only argument you have to tell people is? Birmingham was 57 years ago. The LA race riots were 27 years ago. Tell me what's changed.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the only thing you need to say.
People crazy as hell, man.
How's it going, guys?
What up?
Good.
Not much. Just got through watching Kid Smooth play Halo 2 through through Kid Smooth stream.
What a fucking embarrassment.
Y'all on smooth ass already, bro.
Put my shit on the fucking vote for me to play that shit, man.
But there's some stuff you should know as an Xbox fan.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. No,
come on, man.
Y'all on smooth ass already, man.
Now BG's only feeling good to say that because he's progressed. But if he was stuck, he wouldn't be saying that shit, right?
Smooth, you kept doing the same thing over and over when people were trying to give you instruction. And you're like, oh, why do I need to take that? Because that's the way the game is. You keep trying to play the game you want to play.
But I'm saying this because I'm going to progress no matter what. That's the thing. Like, people watching my stream, they see if I get stuck, I don't get tilted though. I don't react to being like stuck on a certain part. I'm like, all right, it's BS, but I'll get past it. Like I never doubt that I'll get past the part.
People when they make fun of you for getting stuck on a certain part.
No. I've never blocked anybody for that.
I blocked
one guy.
No, I blocked people when they say stupid things.
He was trying to help you out. And you blocked.
No. I blocked this dude. I blocked this dude for saying zoom in, use the scope. When everybody knows in Halo, obviously when you get shot, you get de-scoped. I'm like, I'm using the scope.
That's not what he was. That's what I saw.
He said. That's what I saw. He said.
He was saying as soon as what you were doing was letting loose the plasma charge and then zooming in once it hits. It's homing. As soon as you release it, before it even hits, you're already in zoom. So the millisecond it hits, you shoot.
I was doing it both ways, honestly, but
at first, that's not what you were doing.
I mean, I saw him saying, that's what I saw him saying. I thought he was saying like, oh, zoom in. I'm like, no, I'm zooming in. I'm getting de-scoped. So that's what I blocked him for. I don't block nobody I just block people for saying stupid things. I never block nobody for nothing else.
I think you were tilted.
No, I don't get tilted. People watch my stream. I was never tilted.
Smooth is just a grade A bum at fucking video games. Yeah, he was trying to
Sir.
say that if he was in charge of designing games, you know what would happen if Smooth was in charge of designing games? We'd have all these fucking LGBTQ SJW games.
Man.
No, we'll have smart game design. We wouldn't have this bullshit.
Smooth. Like, how can you have smart game design when you're a dumbass player?
I mean, listen, like Halo on Legendary is very much an artificial difficulty, but it's not impossible or anything like that. The hardest part of
smart game design, but primarily play on the Xbox.
This is true.
Yo, Blandrew, please.
Why do your ass right now? So what happened, yo? I was watching some of the stream. I ain't see all of it.
Like the
straight garbage that refuses to learn.
The hardest part of Halo on Legendary, honestly, is running out of ammo sometimes. That's honestly the hardest part for me.
It's not ammo, it's battle rifle ammo.
Prisoners of the moment. But nobody taking my fucking gamer card or my Best Buy card at all. Like I'm not. You don't point to
your Best Buy card is gone.
No, it's not.
Oh,
you
man.
did not.
Nigga, nope.
Jack, listen to this. He did not know in Halo that plasma weapons were more effective against shielding, while ballistics were more effective against unshielded targets.
It's just not working for me right now.
He did not know that.
Dude,
and then, hold on, let me finish my point.
Smooth, you're breaking up, by the way.
Not only did he not know that, Jack, he goes, well, I only play multiplayer. The same rules apply in multiplayer.
Oh, man. Come on, Smooth.
People, look, the noob combo, Smooth, wasn't invented in single player. It was invented in multiplayer because the overcharge disabled the shield, and then you just battle rifle, bang, bang, dead. Noob combo. Your Best Buy card is gone.
Because I was overcharging the shit out of them damn elites, and I would overcharge, shoot, and nothing would happen. They
because you were overcharging and then trying to kill them with a plasma rifle.
No, I was dual wielding the freaking overcharge and then plasma. What? It's a bullet. Like what the?
You're shooting with an SMG from mid to long range. You know what, Smooth? I'm like,
the SMG is the biggest like piece of trash in that whole game. That
but from long range when you're trying to kill an elite.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, I would do it out of desperation, but not seriously.
Then he's complaining and calling, "Why are elites so elite?" What? Think they're called elite, Smooth.
The only thing I'd be unsure about with the plasma pistol is like it kills grunts sometimes, right? Because it doesn't necessarily kill, but it kills grunts sometimes, but not nobody else.
Grunts are trash.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if it could kill anybody else because I know it takes down everybody else's shield, but it doesn't necessarily kill.
It can kill. Bro, like that was just like I wanted Smooth to play that just so I could see like this motherfucker going around calling him the Best Buy. Trash.
Damn. See, at the end of the day, I'm better than a lot of you niggas at most games. So I'm not even going to sit there and stand the slander, bro.
You cannot get past the third room of the first level.
Bruh, like when I put the difficulty to heroic or normal, it's a wrap.
Well, that's
what I can't do on Legendary.
Look, if this was any other game, I'd agree with you. This is Halo, and you're the Best Buy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm the Best Buy, not the best Spartan.
Well,
it is what it is.
No, you're not the Best Buy.
Yeah, I am.
You're the trash bot.
I am. No, well, for me to be trash, I took care of a lot of difficult games.
Trash.
Yeah, sure.
Absolute disgraceful.
Wow.
I beat Halo 2 on Legendary in fucking high school while playing 2 sports.
Well, I'm 12 chapters in. I got 3 left. I'm almost done. So
I'm obviously razzing BG when he struggles a bit, but BG really don't even play Halo. This will be the equivalent of BG calling himself the best PlayStation drone.
I typically play through Halo campaigns once
because
I don't play through them multiple times.
So hold on, here's the thing. What did you buy an Xbox for, if not for Halo? I'm sorry. You never owned it. You never owned an original Xbox.
Wait. Just because I don't play through their campaigns multiple times, like I played through the campaign once, and then I'll play through multiplayer for hundreds of hours after.
On the original Xbox, did you?
No, you don't got to answer that.
You know what that makes you?
What?
That makes you the Dr. Trey of the Nintendo community, of the Xbox community.
Here's the thing. Even I beat Halo 1 and Halo 2 without owning the OG Xbox. It's just my cousin owned it.
And you probably cheesed it by co-op and are playing on some bullshit nut-ass difficulty.
I'm going to play on co-op.
It's not going to help you.
Co-op is awesome.
It's not going to help you.
It doesn't need to help. I just need to beat it. That's all I need.
It's not going to. No, it's going to be way worse.
Harder on co-op. There's no respawns on co-op. That means if one of you dies, you both go back to the checkpoint.
Trust me.
And I cannot tell you how many dumbass motherfuckers I kicked out of my dorm room for bullshitting around and fucking up my game trying to play that shit on Legendary. Dying.
The only part that might help you in co-op is the vehicle parts, because the AI can be dumb sometimes. That's it.
That's it. And they purposely did that because what people did is they spawn cheesed Halo 1 to get the achievements on Legendary. Or to get the satisfaction, whatever. Well, like I said, Halo 2 shows you who the real bots are and who the real bums are.
All right. So who's the real bot?
Not you.
You? Apparently you and probably BG now?
You know the funny thing is, I think I'm the only person that's beaten both Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation games. I mean, Fire Emblem, Lunatic Plus. I've beaten the trash of us Ungrounded, Halo Legendary. I've taken everybody's games on all three sides.
I mean, I've beaten Xbox games on the hardest. I've beaten Quantum Break and Rise on the hardest.
Stop this.
Zero interest.
Stop this.
Quantum Break. What?
Smooth.
And
Stop
Rise.
this. Quantum.
No, you put on Quantum Break.
Bro, Quantum Break on the
Rise
hardest difficulty. I got one upgrade and I literally walked through that game. That game is not hard at all.
It doesn't matter what button you press in Rise. I beat it on the hardest difficulty. If it tell you to press Y and you press X, it's gonna get the same result. Like what?
Come on,
That
Smooth. That wasn't it. That wasn't the one. That wasn't the one, Smooth.
And the real reason why Smooth will never beat it on Legendary, he doesn't have the aiming dexterity to shoot plasma, switch weapons, and readjust aim. He can't do it.
It sounds like somebody who has two left hands should be doing some shit like that.
No.
And I don't.
And the sad thing is like you don't even need a mouse to be that precise. You can do that movement on a controller, but unfortunately you can't because you a bum.
You should kindly shut the fuck up.
You a bum.
Really, nobody's trying to hear that bullshit.
Well, guess what?
Let's get on with the topics. Let's get on with the topics.
Well, the first topic is why are you such a bum?
Bond, I'm better than you.
Yeah, that's why you lost.
I'm probably not better than you at Halo, but like it is what it is. But come see me in Gears, by the way.
No, because you know what? You ducked me once. And now you want me to play Gears. So you're going to have to sit there and wait. I'll play you on my time.
That will always be a fucking mystery.
Yeah. It's not a mystery.
It's not a mystery. It is because you bitched out of a fucking.
You lost, Jack. He lost the bet because he had a time frame to play me in Halo, right? And he did not want to play. He'd rather just lose the bet than actually play the game and take the L.
No, because the thing is, in order to play you, I had to get it on PC, and I wasn't downloading that shit on my PC.
Bro, are you hearing this, Jack? He already owns the game on Game Pass, and he just didn't want to download the game and use an Xbox controller.
Nope, didn't want to do it.
Yep. So you know what? So I'll play you on my. If you're gonna act like that, I'll play you on my time.
All right, Bond. I know you a little scared. It's okay.
Yep, I'm so scared.
I know it must be like that insecure feeling. You remember that feeling you used to get where you saw a girl and you didn't know if you should say something, but every time you got
only bitches.
You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I want to play Smooth in Gears, but he might whip my ass.
Who is afraid to talk to girls, Smooth?
Bond.
Women are more insecure than men.
Sure, I'm absolutely sure you went through a phase, sir.
Women are more insecure than men, will always be more insecure than men, and we have to court for the reason because women trying to make the first approach is entirely awkward.
Let me write that down somewhere.
I'll tell you what.
It's me writing down.
Any girl that literally approaches you probably has no self-respect and is ugly as hell.
Oh, don't shame the shoot. Don't shame girls who shoot their shot.
Okay,
don't shame them.
Wow.
I'll put it to you this way, BG, because I seen you tweet about this. There was a tweet where a girl was like, "Oh, I just proposed to my husband." And would it be BG respond? Couldn't be me.
Oh yeah, that's different. That's entirely different. That's entirely different.
100% agree.
Yeah,
She's a
and
weirdo.
Smooth.
She's a weirdo for that.
Yeah, women do not make the approach.
Yeah, Smooth.
There's
You want to
there's
know
a
the
lot
type
of
of
things
girls
I
that
don't-
will
go ahead.
approach you?
Girls that play
fat bitches.
girls that
No,
play
the
Animal
fat
Crossing.
white girls. No, fat white girls. They think they stand a chance with you, so they'll be the main ones to
thank
go.
you. There you go.
I've
Yep.
seen that. I've seen
There you
that.
go.
I've
Now,
seen
yo,
that.
you can show some swag and get a girl's
Oh.
attention
What are we
and
talking
make some
about right now?
confirmation signals, then go over.
Just
But-
Bond and Smooth talking trash about Halo.
Yeah.
Originated as Halo. But let's do these intros. And we can get into a topic. Jack.
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a good week. And I just want to say shout out to all 82 Weapon Wheel Patreon supporters. I appreciate you, all right, for appreciating us. And what's good?
All right.
The rest of you, Jack says fuck off.
Oh, absolutely. you know the vibes.
Smooth.
Oh, my bad. I had to go grab me a plate. We had intros?
Yes.
There's no eating on the podcast.
What you eating on, though? What you eating on, yo?
What's up? My wife made some
eating on elite dick.
Smacking them lips, boy.
Damn, how do you pronounce this? It's
It must be good.
how do you pronounce this chicken?
Creole chicken. That's what
ELITEDICK.
Okay, fair.
Oh man.
it's the best spot, you know.
No, you're not the best
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, I am.
You are the one. You can be the bot, but you're the worst spot.
I got number one fans in the world streaming my streams all across YouTube and Twitch.
He's
So
stupid.
I'm that dude, yo. I am that dude. Follow me.
Yep. And what did I tell you about that, Smooth? You up there punching your desk, throwing controllers, smashing your table, talking about I hate you niggas and everything. This is what happens when you flag.
Yeah, Smooth.
The
I told you that
the
would
flaggers-
happen
the
exactly.
flaggers-
Yeah, we did try to tell him.
The flaggers never win. The people that flag, all they do is make it worse.
I definitely won against
themselves.
Dr. Trey. I don't know about that. I definitely won against that nigga.
Well, that's Dr. Trey.
Yeah.
But okay, 99.999999999% of the time, the person that flags comes out of it on the wrong end.
Well, I'm about to change that. I'm
How?
flaggers. I stand with flaggers.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
you probably also stand with the looters too, don't you?
No, I don't.
I don't want to get into that.
You loot
Blandrew?
YouTube, huh?
Blandrew.
I'm not gonna lie, Kiss Smooth. I was watching your streams through Hard 8 stream. They were pretty fire.
Oh my God, it's supposed to be entertaining.
Really?
Wow, what a traitor.
Wow.
That's effed up.
All right, so the next time you do a video, I'm
Blandrew, you don't even make videos. You can't get them on that.
I'm gonna pause it. Nope. I'm gonna download it and then I'm gonna watch it on my media player.
You could do that. I don't mind, honestly.
Smooth.
I'm probably gonna upload in like 5
if
views.
you go to download it, you already gave him his
Yeah.
view.
Yeah, you can't download it without a view.
But happy 21st birthday to Ape Escape. Let's have a good podcast today.
Give it up, Blandrew. Give it up.
No, we're gonna see it this Thursday.
Yeah, okay. Bond.
The real best spot, the real Sony pony, the man beating these PlayStation and Xbox games on the hardest difficulty level, just having to humble these fucking classless ass pretend fake ass gaming jabronis that sit up here. I'm sorry, Sue, I just gotta come at you right now because it's just embarrassing. It's just straight up embarrassing. It's also especially embarrassing when you playing some top-down, PC-centric Minecraft social reject dungeon. Like, this shit is crazy.
After
Sony
bashing Animal Crossing.
Sony about to come out here Thursday and make you guys jump off a building.
Oh man.
Sony about to come out here on Thursday and make you start looting Walmart, stealing Xboxes, pretending like that shit actually is selling. You know what? I saw a video where GameStop was looted and they took everything but the damn Xbox games.
I saw it. I thought it was edited. I thought that was edited.
Lie. That's a lie. It's a lie. You didn't watch the video close enough. I think that was 360 games that they didn't take.
Those are Xbox games to move.
Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. Everybody be safe out there and protest peacefully. Do what you got to do, man. And stop getting on them cameras without no mask. Yeah.
Thanks. Kal-El.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy OX3 Kal-El, the last son. Thank you for having me on today.
All right.
Unlike Smooth, the last bum. Avatar that bum bender. The last bum.
All right. Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 239. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. We got new supporters to the Weapon Wheel Patreon. We appreciate y'all. I am gonna address the that video. Mainly people want After Dark and some early like SoundCloud the audio versions of the podcast, because usually I upload them a little bit later in the week. So the two things I know we can address is like somehow bringing back After Dark, which is a little bit difficult for me because, married now. I can't just be spending countless jack move hours on my computer and shit like that.
So disrespectful.
Just have your cat come on then.
Say, but shut your ass up. I'm gonna try to figure something out. But those are the two main things that people definitely need.
Questions too.
Yeah, that too.
I already know my question. Why are you such a bum, Smooth?
Hey, yo, we got to go out here.
Yeah,
crazy.
What was I to say? Yeah, hit the like button. Remember, 1,000 likes get y'all a free live stream. Smooth is doing his on Halo 2. I'm doing mine. Mine was through a Patreon request. Mine was through a Patreon request. I'm playing through Halo 2 on Legendary. I'm almost done. Smooth is never gonna get done. Hit the like button, like I said. If y'all want another stream, definitely hit the like button. And to submit a video to be featured on Weapon Wheel Podcast, just send me an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com, and then I'll send you a Google Drive link.
You gonna use my Sonic Adventure 2 gameplay, BG?
I got it. But you gotta understand, like, you in the queue. You gotta wait in the queue, bro.
That game sucks, yo. Sonic Adventure 2, ew.
It's fire.
Smooth about to get Gears of War on Insane. We have to make him play all these Xbox games.
No, you can't nominate. You can't nominate me, motherfucker.
No, not next time. Not next time.
Not next time.
Yeah.
We got 5 weeks to think about your punch.
Well, actually, I'll do better on Gears on Insane than I would do Halo on
Gears 4 on Insane is harder than Gears 5 on Insane. So
you can't do worse. Smooth. You literally couldn't make out of the second room because you had to cheese the second room. I saw you cheese it.
I cheese it.
I saw you jump behind the enemies and cheese it.
Did he cheese it or did he sleep on it?
No, he cheesed it.
Oh, he Folgers it? Oh man.
I'm mad that's became a term around this community. Folgers, the old Folgers. It's crazy.
Gotta come back refreshed.
You know what? The funniest thing was Smooth fought all this way, thought he had a checkpoint. These checkpoint gamers, they don't play the game. They try to fight to a checkpoint. That's what they do.
So let me ask a question, because it's something I was just impressed starting and like the topic came up. Because I always see people like kind of act or hype Halo's story. And the question I asked them, like, did Halo ever really have like a great story, or was it the gameplay and the multiplayer people really loved? And then everybody came to the consensus like the story was never really that great. It was really the gameplay. Does anybody have any opinion?
Any first-person shooter that has a good story besides Half-Life. Yeah, in regards to first-person shooters, yes, the story is good.
Okay.
Nah,
I haven't seen much of a story. I just see y'all running around shooting. I don't know, man.
Because like Kofi said, he mentioned the lore of the game. I was like, Halo has great lore with the books and the movies and all that, but lore is different from a story.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Halo had an amazing story. Like, I think it was just decent.
Not amazing. But it's like I said, what first-person shooters outside of Half-Life and The World Ends With You really have amazing stories? None.
With The World Ends With You as a shooter.
That's what I'm saying. So as a first-person shooter, yeah, Halo's story is pretty cool.
Okay.
What you think?
I thought Halo's story was great, especially Halo 2.
Okay.
I beat about 4 Halo games and I don't remember what happened in any of them.
Halo 2 story was amazing. Look, in the first Halo, when you beat the first Halo, the whole reason why you get the Arbiter in the second one is because he was the one that was in charge of running the Covenant on the first Halo. He failed. So because he failed, they tried to basically kill him, but instead of killing him, they turned him into the Arbiter, and he's supposed to redeem himself in the second one by killing Master Chief. But then he figures out that the prophets
are lying.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the other Covenant, they don't realize that the prophets are lying, and he winds up joining Master Chief in the end. The problem with Halo gets
the Civil
confusing.
War, though, you forgot that.
Yeah. I mean, and then the third one, you had the Civil War, right? But the problem is they start to jump off course with the fourth game because they dive into the books and start talking about the deep history of Halo, which is completely separate from the first three games.
And tell them why that is.
Because it was different. It was done by 343.
Thank you. And you know what? Smooth is like, well, I like Bum 43 Studios better than Bungie. Fuck out of here.
Well, because Bungie was able to create a story. I feel like gameplay wise, 343 produced better freaking Halos that they play. Their games play better. They look better too.
Let me tell you, when 343, 3 put it down, aimed down the sights, that was the best thing ever in Halo. Fuck out of here.
Nah, trust me, if Bungie was still making the Halo would be looking just like Destiny.
No. Oh yeah, but Destiny's a different game.
Yeah, but I'm saying graphically, it's not that impressive at all.
Ain't Destiny more popular?
30 frames per second.
Sarah?
It is.
That Destiny runs at 60 on my computer.
Yeah, only on computers.
Just like that Halo runs at 60 on my computer too.
Well, Halo ran at 60 on my Xbox for quite a while now, so.
After you had to buy a whole new system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but well, hell.
It don't matter, Smooth. 30, 60, 120, 240. You still a bum.
That shit. You won't see me in Gears. Like, not me. Brian, like, he got this. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He made me play this stupid ass game, right? Just so he can go back to calling me a bum because I'm struggling at one game. Watch when I play the next game. He ain't gonna be able to say that. And then when I beat him in Gears, he ain't gonna be able to say shit to me at all. But he's ducking.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, Jimmy?
I put games on the line and he still won't accept.
You know what's funny, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, I played Smooth and Gears. How much money did I win?
Oh.
Remind me, because I seem to have forgotten.
It wasn't like a whole game.
How much you got?
That's what I thought.
No. When we played Gears, we didn't play for anything.
Yes, we did. You already paid me. Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, do you know what it was? I think I remember.
Pay you for something if I didn't even feel the challenge was over.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think it was
No, you definitely paid me, Smooth, because you bought me one of the Legend of Heroes games.
I think that was for something else, bro. I don't think it was for Gears.
You want me to open up my Excel sheet, my book?
We really arguing how much money Smooth paid.
This is crazy. Let's move on. Anyway, another question I got for y'all. I said this on Twitter earlier. I don't feel like there's really any games that benefited from having multiple endings. Do y'all think multiple endings makes any games better? Game really better?
I do. RPGs that have choices.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of different though.
If it's just like Gears of War, where it's like save the black guy or save the white guy, that's stupid.
I kind of see why people would say no, just because they always take most of those endings and deem them irrelevant in the next game.
If it's gonna have a sequel, it's pointless.
Yeah,
it's not always, because
it's kind of always
a game like Mass Effect and The Witcher carried your choices from one game to the next.
But if it's gonna do that,
yeah, but that's actually an like a random. That's like what maybe 5% of all games that do that though.
If it actually,
I'm just saying, if the game does that, I have no problem.
Yeah, that's like one of those things that is rare that you see it.
So what's like a non-RPG game that does that though?
Non-RPG game?
Yeah.
Infamous has done it.
Oh yeah, that is trash for sure.
Oh, shut up, Blandrew.
Damn.
Infamous has been a great game that has done it, but like it doesn't make a difference. Especially when they don't respect the endings. You know, they don't respect
they don't carry them over.
Like the bad endings, they don't respect them. Yeah, the bad endings are not canon. There's been a bunch of like, there's always like Sekiro did it, I believe. There's always been a whole bunch of games that have done it, but I don't really pay much attention to them because like it doesn't really change anything to me. It doesn't like I've never gotten like checked out like a multiple ending for a game and like been like, oh man, that was so much more satisfying than the other ending I got. Even if it's like a bad ending, even if it's like a bad ending versus a good ending, I don't feel no better about it.
Well, you know what I do? Typically, once I beat a game, like who's played Chrono Cross?
I played it.
Yeah, of course.
What does that game have? 25 endings?
Ridiculous.
I'm not beating it 25 times. So typically, when I beat a game, I just YouTube the endings.
Yeah,
Nier is like that. Nier is like that.
Yeah, you're not going to beat the game 25 times.
I think Nier has an ending for every letter in the alphabet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So I don't mind. I don't mind different endings.
I thought Nier gave you more context in the endings than anything.
Nah, it had more endings because you had to keep replaying it. I beat it like 14 times.
Yeah, but I thought it just like revealed more information about what was
Yeah, it
going
did.
on.
But no. Yeah, it did. But as you played it, something different happened. Something was revealed differently throughout the game, revealing something different towards the end. And depending on what you did, what ending you got.
Like I also just beat BioShock on PC again, and that has 3 different endings.
Yep.
And I think the first time I beat it back then, like 2008, I killed them little broads. Right. Oh. I think I bodied all the little broads. This time I saved all the little broads. I really don't care. I really don't care like what happens.
Oh, that was funny, by the way.
Yeah, it didn't make a difference to me. So
BG, who you keep calling Big Daddy?
Yo, they gotta change. They yeah, that was a bad idea to call them dudes Big Daddies, bro. That joint sound crazy.
That was funny.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know everybody's opinion on that.
I also don't mind it real quick is if they have bad endings, but there's one already clear cut. Like for example, you can get bad endings in Persona, but it's already established that one ending is canon. Yeah. The other endings would just be like if you fucked up or anything.
A bad example. Go ahead.
That's what?
No, go ahead.
Like, so that's fine, but like Gears didn't make me happy because
that's what I was about to bring up.
Exactly. What is the canon ending?
Gears, like either ending for whatever, both decisions are trash.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I thought about Gears 4.
Well, yeah, like either ending of 5 is bad.
Yeah, because they're not gonna keep none of those endings except one.
And like once again, like okay, if they do the whole thing where it's based on you're saved, so they now have that's more work for them. If they want more work to create 2 paths in your next game, cool. Either way, I think it's a dumb choice that either one of these characters because it felt weightless. Like bruh, like okay, like this person is offed. Like I never really liked them in the first game, and because you didn't really give them that much story in the first place, I'm supposed to feel hurt about this. Like, who cares?
I thought it was messed up. I thought it was messed up though.
I mean, one of the choices hurt more, but not because of the character. It's because of who the character.
The relation.
Yeah, exactly. It's got. I don't care about this man. If anything, it's the dude. It's the other dude. I kind of like. Damn, he got to go through this again.
Exactly. That's what made it have that weight to it.
So, I'm still curious to see what they're going to do with the next game, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully, they follow suit and do the Mass Effect thing and.
Or the Witcher thing, which is what I'm hoping.
Make the saves matter. I think that's important. And that would be a change of pace for Gears. A lot of people always asking to make Gears different. I just find it difficult to make the game different. It's Gears. Like, how do you change Gears? You can't really change it from a mechanical standpoint, like a gameplay standpoint. So you have to try to change it from, not a gameplay standpoint. What I mean is you can't change it from a functionality standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you move in, cover systems, shooting, things like that. But you can change it from a gameplay standpoint with the open world, making choices that matter. The problem is there were more depth to character in the first 3 games than there are in the new games. And I think that's, like you said, we don't really care about the new characters compared to the old ones.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So next topic. I guess we can get Minecraft Dungeons out the way. I assume Smooth is the only person that played it.
Yeah, I think that after that threat of wiping out your hard drive, yeah.
Really?
Wait,
I mean,
what?
it's
Paul,
a good game. Jack Move. I think Jack Move should get that game a try for real.
Yeah, they can wipe out your hard drive.
There was some rumor that if you uninstall it, it's a chance it could wipe your hard drive with it. I don't know if that's true or not, but
there were reports.
Because people are kind of like idiots with stuff. So I don't know if it's that or it's really just a bad thing. Because there was another game that did something similar to that, and I went through it. So I don't know.
I'm good on that. I had my
yeah, that scared me off.
I had my Neo saved wiped, and that was 47 hours in.
Wait, does it do it on Xbox or PC?
I don't know, man. I mean, I heard PC, but I play most of those games that are playable on PC.
Okay. Smooth, tell us about Minecraft Dungeons. Sell us on this game.
Hold on.
Oh, this nigga.
I just had me like the juiciest cupcake. Hold on.
Oh, is he eating some type of dirt?
All right. Minecraft Dungeons is actually, for a dungeon crawler in a Minecraft universe, is actually pretty dope. It does because I mean you can run through it. Honestly, you can run through it in a day or less. But it's meant for you to go back and replay all those levels on like the next difficulty tier that you unlock. So there's like maybe like 3 or 4 like difficulty like tiers, and then in each difficulty tier there's like easy, medium, hard, and harder, hardest, but it's like in numbers. So even on the like the first level of difficulty, you can play at the hardest level there. And the harder you play it on, obviously, the better the loot, the better the XP you're getting and whatnot. So it has an addicting gameplay loop and whatnot. I mean, as far as story, you're not going to get any like real story out of it. The story plays out in like maybe like 30-second cut scenes that play before the stage starts. But in terms of like just the core gameplay itself, it's up to 4 players co-op. It is cross-play, but you got to do something funky to get it right now. And it's also couch co-op as well. But I played through it a couple times. I played through with Attic. I played through with G400, and I played through with my kids. I don't know. I like it. I'm having a good time. I think somebody like Jack Move would enjoy it.
Hold up. Did you say you could finish it in one day?
You can. Yeah.
So this is a one and done game.
No.
He explained something about replayability.
Oh, I know, but it sounds like
no. So you can like, for example, if you elect not to obviously get max your character out and stuff, and you just do the first playthrough on like the first difficulty level, that's and you don't do it on like, let's say, adventure mode or or apocalypse mode after that, then yeah, if you can do one playthrough and be done, but it's intended for you to play at least 3 times to get the complete max out everything, the best gear.
Is the dungeon the same or does it change though?
They change out the enemies and then in the way that they spawn in the enemy types.
I got you. Okay.
So every time you run into it, every time you play a level, it's not going to play like the same, like you played it before.
That's what I was worried about.
This game is on every platform, right?
It's on every platform. It's on every platform.
All right.
This sounds like Game Pass fodder to me.
Nah, it's not. I play it. The one thing I'll say is that I really I enjoy it with my son. I think a lot of people don't realize. First of all, it's a $20 game.
Exactly.
Game Pass fodder. There you go.
Let's not talk about like it's a $60 game. The second thing is also that a lot of people tend to forget that this is Minecraft. It's for kids.
Thank you. That's what I was. Blandrew, I need you to take it away. That was your cue.
You should take it away.
Go ahead, Blandrew.
No, like Cal. Just making games that cater to kids instead of adults and stuff like that, or
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is some difficulty to it, and it has a little bit of depth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was playing it. I thought it was going to be something simple, and I wasn't into it at first. But then the more I started playing with my son, I started enjoying it because I'm teaching him how to play these like an RPG. Because it's like items that he doesn't understand. What's the better item? What does what? What are the skills? I'm teaching him to read certain numbers and what they do, and then how to upgrade certain items and get special effects on different weapons. And you could say it's like my Fisher Price RPG if you want, but
it's a good game for a foundational game for kids. Then.
Right. But overall, it's
no wonder Smooth likes this so much.
It's a fun game.
It's a foundational game for bums.
Yeah, but as you get deeper into as you increase the difficulty level, which I think goes up to level like 6, that game gets serious. Where it's like it's not for kids. Like you can easily die in that game pretty quickly. And
Move ain't putting it on that level, right?
You can build your character.
I started it on the hardest you can get it for the first one, so just so I can upgrade quicker.
Yeah, and then you can build
was getting bodied early.
you can build your character up to something pretty powerful, and you know, if you team up right, you can have a really good fun game. But overall, yeah, it's Minecraft. It's made by Mojang. I wouldn't expect it to be something
difficult. Too difficult.
Right? Yeah, something that's gonna blow you away.
Let me ask you something. Because you got 2 kids. I don't have any kids. Like I know that like I'm not a parent, so this may seem very like pointless and frivolous, unimportant in grand scheme of things. Do you like want your kids to be like good at games, like or your whichever one plays? Do you like care about that?
I want the kids to be good at everything.
I mean, of course,
games.
The problem is with kids is that when you introduce some things early, they get addicted and have no idea how to control themselves. Like my son was literally addicted to playing video games, and he's only like 7. You know, he loved Lego, whatever, Minecraft, especially Roblox. I don't know what the hell is so special about Roblox, but he loved Roblox. But yeah, I mean, I would like to eventually someday when he gets older play something more serious with him. You know, whether it's a sports game or RPG or MMO or something. I think that'd be pretty cool to have your kids be gamers too.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm gonna feel like this later, but when I have kids, I don't care if it's a son, if I have a son or daughter. If they're into games, I want them to be like really good at it. Like that's how I think I'm gonna feel. You know, like I just don't think I can have a bum in the house.
That's what I'm saying. BG, would you rather have your kid be good or be like smooth?
Yeah, but you can't put that pressure on them though, because then they won't like the game. They won't like playing. You know what I'm saying? Like you
they'll probably pick it up off you though. They'll probably pick it up off you.
Yeah.
More than likely from watching you do it.
You can't be like, nigga, you suck. You know what I'm saying? You can't be yelling at them.
Wait, BG. Would you influence your kids' gaming decisions? Like if you wanted to be a Nintendo kid growing up, would you be like, no, let me slow him down and give him something else?
Nah, I wouldn't care. You just gotta be super nice. Like I would like you to play something that at least tests your skills and like something that's a little bit competitive. Something. It don't gotta be everything. But like I need to see that like you get busy. Like you get busy when it comes to this. Like, and the thing about kids is like, kids are actually better gamers. Like, they're better sponges because they tolerate more than we do as adults. As adults, we play so many games, we know when BS is happening. Like the stuff that Smooth is raging about on Halo 2, you could probably give like a 10-year-old that, and he'll just accept it. Like he may be frustrated, but he'll accept this is just how the game is because he doesn't have anything to measure it up against. So he'll probably like, this is not me trying to slander Smooth, but he'll probably do better than Smooth because he'll accept this is how the game is and this is just how gaming is. If they don't have nothing else to compare it to, they're better sponges.
Kids usually do that, by the way.
Y'all really trash and Smooth today.
Nah, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is.
I'm not.
My man. He said a 10-year-old is more tolerant than playing Halo.
Bro, 10-year-old. Yo, kids play.
Kids want to be punching desks and punching monitors, breaking TVs, controllers.
Yo, kids will play complete trash.
I thought Smooth was doing that for the camera. Honestly, no. I just figured it was just a part of his shtick.
Did you see that tweet of when he rage quit the stream last night? What he said about people in Hard 8? And I'm just messaging him on Xbox like, bro, just play the damn game.
But don't Hard 8 and him have history? Don't they always beef with each other? I can understand his frustration and his rage on that part.
No, first of all,
punching the controller was crazy the other time.
First of all, rule number 1, right? Not even just on YouTube or the internet, but rule number 1 on life.
Don't never let them see you.
How are you ever gonna let some faceless NPC over the internet get you mad? Come on, Smooth.
Yeah,
this man don't even show his face on camera, and you letting him get you mad.
Oh, because he's a toxin. He's a virus.
So the virus is you sucking at games, and the virus is
I know that shit don't bother me. I know I can be a beast when I want to be. So,
bro, you so beast. You hurting yourself.
I don't know, man. I look at it from this perspective. Like, even if Kid is serious, I mean, it brings in the views, bro. Like him wilding out, snapping, doing crazy stuff.
No, Hard 8's views literally like 5 times higher.
I mean, look, they literally did an article on him punching the controller.
There was an article.
Last of Us. Yo, it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit.
Reddit or something. Yeah, they had like him punching the controller, a photo and everything. Like it's
Smooth and platinum.
Brings attention to his.
This is crazy.
So I don't know, bro, but I mean that is a bit much.
Moving forward to beat Hard 8, I'm just gonna stream during AGS. So
okay, you probably won't even
just
care.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna stream. He streamed during AGS, so hard they can't stream over.
I don't want to give him no ideas, but there's a way he could get around that. But like,
yeah, but Hard 8's too stupid. He wouldn't do it. He might fuck around, break his computer, try to do that shit.
Now he's really gonna figure it out. Like, why he's definitely gonna figure it out now if he hears this. Anyway, let's move on.
The crazy thing is, if he would have just listened to me and not flagged him, he would have stopped at The Last of Us. But he's gonna do it on other games now.
Nah. See, here's the thing. I'm in it. I'm in this to win. If I could literally successfully get these flags going and take down somebody's shit, I'm gonna do it.
Move. You have to. I
wouldn't. You gotta fall back, bro.
Go to court. To take somebody's channel down.
Why didn't they? I heard he what you call it? What's the word? Didn't he? Fuck it. Didn't he?
I don't know.
Remove the videos?
No, he didn't remove it. I removed them shits. He contested it. And
yes. Do you know?
I don't receive them videos going back. Every time I contested the video, I got my videos back.
Do you know what happens when you contest?
Yeah, you get the information.
Okay, so I'm a specialist in anti-flagging.
Yeah.
Or take the L off of flagging, that too.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what happens, Smooth. When somebody contests it, you have to take them to court.
Okay.
Otherwise, the video goes back up.
Okay.
Are you like if you and Hard 8 go to court? I will be at that court. I will be at that courtroom live streaming.
No, Smooth. You
at that courthouse. I will be at that courthouse live streaming. Jack, take that 6-hour road trip. You can come chill at my place. We will live stream this shit directly from the courtroom.
Insane. Look, speaking Jack, did that Shantae game came out this week, right? Jack? No,
he's
not
probably
that.
out rioting or something.
Oh man, Memphis niggas. Yeah, he on mute. Okay. I'll ask him when he gets back.
I like Shantae. Hopefully somebody would be generous enough to tell me to stream it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I hate Shantae. I don't want to play that game.
Let's talk about Xenoblade Chronicles then. I assume Blandrew and Bond got to play it. By the way, Bond, ain't that game 30 frames?
Yep, I haven't played it.
But you bought it.
Yep.
It's 30 frames though.
It's turn-based.
Oh man, okay. All right.
Menu clicking.
All right. Just doing a temperature check, just checking.
Oh, I know. I mean, look, we can't be perfect.
So
even people on diets cheat every now and again.
Okay. So what do y'all? I mean, I know you didn't play it yet. Blandrew, I think you played. Any thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles? I know people weren't people arguing about the resolution of it or something like that, and yada yada.
Yeah. Don't that shit go down to like 300p, yo?
Look, here's my thing. Here's my thing about this, right? Irregardless of what game it is, it does not matter what game it could be. This game is a 10-year-old Wii game. For it to drop down to 540p and under 30 frames per second as a remaster of a 10-year-old Wii game, it is ridiculous. They have been able to fit The Witcher 3 on the Switch, and they could not do any better with this game. That's lazy and inexcusable in my opinion. Like, it's a 10-year-old game.
Blandrew, you have any response to any criticism of the definitive edition?
I've never been one to care about resolution, honestly. Like even when I was playing it, just like an hour or so ago, it looked nice to me. But that's about all I can say about it. I've only played it for like an hour. I just finally had a day off to sit down and play it.
Okay.
Have you been listening to Player Essence rage on Twitter? He keeps trying to say it's a remake, not a remaster. It's a fucking remaster.
I agree with him. It's not like the most impressive remake.
It's not. No, it's not a remake. It's a remaster.
It's a remake.
No, Resident Evil 2 is a remake. Final Fantasy 7 is a remake. Resident Evil 3 is a remake. This is literally an HD version with a little bit coat of paint. It's a remaster.
And all types of new content and a whole 20
it has
scenario.
It has an epilogue. Big deal. Is Persona 5 a remake? No, it's just an updated port. The Royal Edition. More content does not mean it's a remake.
On a new graphics engine and all types of stuff.
More content does not make it a remake. It just means more content.
Just because it looks the same and like.
Okay, let me.
I mean, if the assets are the same, it's the same.
Let me put it to another way. The PS2 version of Resident Evil 4 has additional content, and they had to tweak it, make it a different engine because it couldn't run the GameCube engine. That does not make it a remake.
Yeah, it need new assets to be a remake.
No, it needs to be
remade.
A remake. Yes, it's pretty much a 1-to-1 remaster, with additional content. That's not a remake.
Yeah, I haven't seen Xenoblade how it looks. I don't care about the game, but yeah, to me, a remake is when you pretty much throw everything away and rebuild the game with everything new.
Like the game is literally a 1-to-1 remaster with a 20-hour epilogue. Which there's nothing bad about. There's nothing bad about remasters. I like remasters when done correctly. But to say that this game's a remake is disingenuous compared to like games like Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, and a bunch of other games that are actually remakes of the original version. This is not a remake of the original version.
Okay. Shout out to the 1,000 viewers watching, by the way.
I'm reading what it says. It says it's a remake of the original. It says the graphics were redone, the music was remixed and remastered, and the controls have been reworked. I don't know if that qualifies, but it's kind of a gray line.
I mean, look. But first of all, we had definitive editions on the Wii U, which we know are not definitive. So this shit is just marketing. That's what these companies do.
That's what it looks like to me, but they're saying out their own mouths that they're clarifying it as a remake.
But gamers know what things are, mostly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's pretty much the same gameplay. Nothing really else has changed, right?
No, they haven't changed anything.
Okay. Just wondering.
They just added a 20-hour epilogue at the end.
Okay.
Well, again, nothing is bad about this. It's just there's a difference between a remake and a remaster.
Right. Jack.
I'm not too far into it to give like a definitive opinion about the game, but I did notice that it feels different too. Like just walking around and moving around in that environment just feels a lot different than before. It's a lot faster than it used to be.
Okay. Jack, you there?
What's up?
We were asking about Shantae. The new one came out this week, right?
Yeah, on the 28th.
I don't think Jack got that though, right? Jack, you ain't got that.
I purchased this collector's edition, but that's not going to be here for a couple of months, and I'm not buying that game twice. And yeah, I ain't get to play it yet.
Well, wait, you gonna wait for a collector's edition to play a game when it's out?
I probably don't even open it up. By that time, though, I could probably get it digital on sale. I'm not trying to buy the game twice right now, yo. First of all, I'm not even looking forward to the game. The only reason I bought the collector's edition is because I got all the other games physical. So
why are you not looking forward to the game? You're a big Shantae fan.
I'm a huge Shantae fan, but that game has not shown me any improvements in the series. Still don't got full voice acting. The level design is just it's trash if you want to be honest. Compared, it's too much like Half Genie Hero, and then of course they did the quick turnaround because of goddamn they wanted to be on Apple Arcade and they reused the assets from the last game. I'm not feeling it though.
Is it the same developer?
Yes. It's just I'm not seeing the improvements. Like honestly, the games are getting worse. The best game was Pirate's Curse, which was the third game. Now we're on the fifth game, and
What game did I play?
You played Half Genie Hero. That was the fourth one.
You said the second one's the best?
The third one.
Pirate's Curse. Pick that Pirate's Curse.
Yeah, Pirate's Curse was fire, but I don't know what the fuck they doing with this shit, man. I'm gonna check it out still, see, I'm gonna give it a first shot, but yeah, I ain't looking forward to it.
What's interesting is they released this game on iOS and Android first, right?
Yes. They launched on Apple Arcade. And what's crazy is this game was actually episodic at first because they weren't even done with the game. They had to put it out in 2 parts. So I don't. They wild.
I don't know. I'd be thinking it's a bad sign when they release like a game on Apple and Android first, and then it comes later to console. I'd be thinking like it's probably might be a bad sign.
Something.
Stadia exclusives.
And Jack Stadia fanboy now. Y'all ain't heard?
Hey man, hey, Stadia's okay. Okay, it's okay.
Oh man.
It usually work. It usually work. I was like,
Wow.
I gotta call you out on something real quick, Jack.
What's up?
You gotta come to the courtroom table.
What's good, man?
You said, do you have a Switch?
No.
So you said that if the Switch had achievements, you would buy it.
Possibly.
Stadia have achievements, and even if it does, this shit ain't gonna be around long enough for you to talk or brag about them.
You know what's crazy? Stadia actually does have achievements, which is what's crazy.
But like I said, it ain't gonna be around long enough for you to talk about them.
It's probably not. I don't really get on Stadia. I mean, I just get on Stadia for like, cause they actually do get games like that ain't available on like PlayStation and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing Jack say he bought it. He played it for one exclusive.
I mean, to be fair, games on Stadia run better than games on. Okay, let me follow back.
But I'm saying, so does Nintendo have games that aren't on PlayStation.
Hey, but Stadia ain't no $300 buy-in though. You see what I'm saying? I mean,
I mean, now that was Switch, you just gotta know who to talk to and who to make bets with.
Make a bet with Smooth.
Smooth. My offer is still on the table. You send me a used Xbox One X, I will be on the Xbox Best Buy whatever podcast for an entire year.
All right.
Ew, for a 1X. No disrespect to your podcast, Smooth, but the Xbox One X.
Wow.
I'm a little disappointed. The real reason I'm coming at Smooth hard today is he said, I hate that man. I hate this nigga. All this hate for this anonymous NPC, faceless NPC, but he gave this man an Xbox One X for showing up on his podcast one time.
That's not true. I think you're over. I would never do that. Like,
okay, explain to us how this went down.
Like he appeared on like 6 episodes, for like a month straight. That's what it was, and I don't even think it was even the Xbox was the grand prize. I think it was like fucking $60 or $120 or some shit like that.
No, you said you gave him an Xbox One X.
I know I did. I think I end up. I don't know if I felt like I know I won one. And I gave one away, and I think that's the one I.
But you still gave it to him.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
So you like, BG. Imagine. I know you might not have one, but imagine this would be like BG giving Huntmaster Flex an Xbox One.
I ain't giving nobody no console for nothing.
Exactly.
My mother ain't getting a console.
Like, just imagine the most hated person on the internet for you, and like, you know what? I'm gonna get him like that's gotta burn a hole inside of you, Smooth.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything. It really doesn't.
that just shows you how worthless Xbox is. He just gave that shit away to his worst enemy.
Yo, why y'all wow.
He just gave it to his worst enemy, like it was gonna give him cancer and kill him.
Smooth, he's not your worst enemy, is he?
I'm trying.
Yes.
I don't.
You flag anybody else?
That don't mean I'll flag anybody. I don't care. But that's not like. I mean, I try not to use. I don't want like hate and resentment to live within me. But I mean, I severely do not like that individual. I seriously do not like that individual.
Oh, and also, I would keep all of your videos 100% clean with no language for now on, because they are going to be looking at your videos and they are going to be trying to flag them down.
Oh, of course. That's going to happen.
So do not cuss, carry on, or make any threats or acts.
Well, I already agreed that my channel isn't for kids, so
it doesn't matter. They can flag you for violations of hate speech.
Yeah, and they can go back years ago and just find some random clip of something you said.
And you black, so you ain't got no wiggle room on you.
Oh yeah,
it's a wrap for you.
So
his fan base has already talked about going back to see your old videos to see you cussing and carrying on or doing anything. Like, for example, that one video you talk about, you want to blow out my kneecaps. They're looking for content like that.
Good thing I said that on BG's channel.
You know what?
They're coming for you, BG.
The flaggers can find a lot of shit. I'm just saying.
Whatever. So the PlayStation Plus games for June 2020, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2 and World at not World at War, Call of Duty World War 2.
Oh, so Spider-Man wasn't true then?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I was hoping it was true. Yeah, I was hoping that was true. Yeah.
So I mean, people are pretty happy with those. I mean, there is an improvement over last month's. I don't even know what last month's are. Yeah, you know, as long as it's on, Jack ain't lying. Like as long as it's AAA games, people are usually they don't complain that much.
That's what it should be.
And for Xbox Games with Gold, June 2020 is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. We were just talking about that. Coffee Talk, whatever that is.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's Coffee Talk. So Shantae and the Pirate's Curse and Coffee Talk for Xbox One. For they still be giving games with gold for the OG Xbox, like the original Xbox. I didn't know that. For the original Xbox is Destroy All Humans, and for the Xbox 360 is Sign Mora.
Cinemora. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cinemora. Okay. That's it. Cool. So yeah, I get to enjoy those games tomorrow.
What games? Oh, them shitty games.
All right, let's
don't you got Games Pass, Bond? Cut it out.
I don't have Welfare Pass.
I thought you said you got that to play Fantasy Store.
No, it's free. It's just to play on that fucking Welfare Gaming Store. I had to get up off my throne, walk down, drive 40 minutes down into the city, walk through these riot-infested streets to play that fucking game.
I don't even understand that analogy, but all right.
Kings have to come out of their castle sometimes to play games.
Wow. So backwards compatibility became a huge point of argument this week again.
God damn it!
As it should.
It's the age-old argument. So I don't even know like where. So the Xbox is obviously wants to bring people's library to the next generation, right? They say they believe in generations, but they also believe that the games you bought this generation, you should have access to them on the next console. And PlayStation, Jim Ryan pretty much said he doesn't really care necessarily about bringing PlayStation 5 games to PS4, or their priority is not like backwards compatibility. There is going to be some backwards compatibility on the PS5, if I understand correctly, but it's not something they care about. They still want to make the line clear between generations and have next generation exclusives. And it seems like each fan base seems to be okay with both. Like the PlayStation guys community seems to be like, yeah, we only care about next gen. We don't care about the old games. Xbox dudes are like, no, these older games with backwards compatibility is definitely important.
It's funny how PlayStation is like that now, but they weren't saying that in the beginning when they were talking about PlayStation 1 through 4 games were going to work. That energy changed real quick.
The remaster engine. Oh my god, I can't wait to play Crash Bandicoot 1.
We still got to see what's going on with that. I don't know.
Look, here's the real reason. Backwards compatibility is good. Everybody would rather have it than not have it. But at the end of the day, look at the Switch, look at the PS4. You don't buy systems to play old games. I mean,
Wii U library. Wait. Let me address that real quick. Let me say something real quick, because a lot of people miss one thing about this, and of course, it's gonna come from a technological standpoint. The reason that you want these old games to run on these new consoles is because they also improve and remaster the games for these consoles. So if you play the game at an inferior frame rate, like Bond used to complain about, you can get these games to now run at 60 frames and stuff like that. So that's the reason you will want to replay these games. It's just not like a retro game that you just get to play over on new hardware. They actually improve the game.
I got a question about that though, right? They saying it's gonna add like auto HDR to games and shit. I mean, if that actually works the way they intended to, that's gonna be dope. I'm not gonna stunt. But like Bond said, I think it's a miscommunication going on, right? When people make fun of PlayStation, Remaster Station, and all that, and I said this on Twitter, there were also new games and new IPs coming out. The problem people got with Xbox is that they're harping on only backwards compatibility. They ain't mentioned no new games.
I want to hear that bullshit.
That's not true.
Where are the new games?
Bro, did you? All right.
Grounded?
They've been announcing games since June of last year for the
What are
series.
the games? Okay, tell us about the games instead of defending backwards compatibility.
No, but you realize that backwards compatibility was a blog post, right? It wasn't like an event. It was a blog post.
But what we saying is we get the backwards compatibility thing, right? Talk about the new games that's coming out instead of defending.
Nobody's talking about new games, bro. Hold on.
Nobody about to talk about new games.
I see no Wednesday. Was it Thursday?
Let me talk about. Hold
on. Let me see some of my PlayStation fans. How y'all gonna say that the Xbox is talking about features and that's all PS5 has done?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
PS5 hasn't talked about anything yet.
A controller, rumors about features. That's all they've done. They haven't shown any games yet, but you guys are talking about
how about this?
Show games.
How about this? Sony going on Thursday, Microsoft going in June. If we revisit this conversation, in July. If we revisit this conversation,
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
I think we're just gonna be in the same. I don't know yet. I don't know about it, right?
You're right. No, you're probably right. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we gotta wait and see though.
We gotta wait and see with this conversation. But at the same time, I'm just gonna be asking, man, like where the games at, bro? That's what I mean. I don't know.
All right, go ahead, Cal. My bad.
Here's the thing, like. You can go ahead. I'll comment later.
I was going to say this, right? Because I had this conversation on my podcast, and I was asking, what does Xbox need for you as far as games are concerned for you to be interested in Xbox? Because I've always heard a lot of no. Don't say new games. Don't say new games. Because Microsoft has had games. No, Microsoft had new games. No.
Their new games aren't good though, Cal. Their new games aren't good.
So what is it that you want? That's my question.
I want good new games.
It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make every game is. Listen, games are objective.
And objectively, the general public thinks they suck.
Hold up. Some people think the games are good. Some people think the games are bad.
Some games are objectively good and some are objectively bad.
Okay, but all the Microsoft games aren't bad. The last few that have come out, obviously, yes. But a lot of the games in the beginning of the generation weren't bad games.
Bro,
now,
dead frame rate?
Just to be clear, though, hold up. Microsoft has never tried to make BC this major selling point like it was a crazy thing. It's just a feature, bro.
That's the only thing I disagree with. I disagree with that one.
No, they were doing this from the 360. They were pushing backwards compatible.
Okay.
When they did the feature, just like Smooth said, it was just a tweet. The only big thing that they talked about was that now with these you'll get HDR, and if you had a game that was 30 frames per second next gen. On the next Xbox, it'll be 60, and if it was 60,
I got a question.
And if it was 60, it'll possibly be 120.
And possibly.
Okay, all that don't even matter to the question I got, right?
Well, hold up, and then they did announce games. They said that for next gen, so far you got Halo. What is it? Halo.
Infinity.
Not really a next gen game though.
Okay, but still, it's being built.
I got a question.
It'll be downscaled to the regular Xbox.
This is what I don't get, right? Okay, Microsoft always talking about how much money they got. We acquiring studios, this, then the third, big experiences. The best new Xbox games this generation was Cuphead and goddamn Ori and the Blind Forest. Second party, glorified Game Pass titles, right? Even though them games are amazing, they still $10 to $20 games at the end of the day. Where are the big budgeted AAA that people always seem to love? Where are the new AAA?
They don't have the talent for that. They don't have the talent for that. They really don't.
What type of shit is that?
No, I'm just like, what you want me to do? Lie? I'm not gonna lie like everybody else. I love Xbox.
What is the point? What is the point of all this power?
Developing this talent
all this power and all this other shit if you're not gonna give me what you got me?
Microsoft relied too heavily on third party this generation, just like they did last generation.
I don't have the talent for that. And that's why I know you got to wait at least 2 years after this console comes out, but to see what you're looking for.
The reality of it is that Microsoft has never had a great first party. Let's just keep it 100.
That is true.
No, they did. They got
never
rid
had
of
a great
it.
first party.
It was on PC. They got rid of it.
No, they had some good studios on the 360, but a lot of the games that we loved about 360 were all from third or second party. They didn't own those studios, they owned the IPs. But
they had a lot of good studios on PC. They sold them all or closed them down because of consoles. Now they want to come back to PC, and all their PC-centric studios like Ensemble are gone.
Yeah, but the reality of it is now that they actually have studios and they're investing in them and building that talent up. We'll see what they have coming forward.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see.
We'll see what happens. As of right now, what I do know that they have going into next gen is they have Halo Infinite, they got Hellblade 2, they got the Project Mara game, they got those AA games that they showed, like Scorn, at the Ascent, and the Medium, and then they also have Everwild. That's it. That's all we know for right now for next gen. Until we see what they show next month with the other studios, whether it's Playground Games RPG, whether it's the Initiatives game, Obsidian's new title, and Exile's working on another title. Like, we won't know until we see. I know they're gonna have a lot of RPGs though, just based on what I've been seeing. They're gonna have a lot of Western RPGs, a lot of action RPGs.
I don't know. Like I said, they said themselves they don't have the talent. So people up here expecting them to have games like Uncharted and Last of Us 2. That's not going to happen for a little while. I know that.
The problem is they have too much uncertainty.
They've literally pulled the talent from Sony and everywhere else. Rockstar and
they need their own games though. They need like games that compete with those games. They don't have that.
That's why they pulled that talent and they're trying to develop it with their.
Yeah, I know they're trying to develop it right now. I know that. But like I said, it's going to be at least 2 more years before we see any of that come to fruition.
Right, and that's what they said. That's why we have to wait 2 years for the exclusives, which makes perfect sense.
Now, here's your problem. You got to wait for 2 years from Microsoft. You think Sony waiting 2 years?
They went 2 years without releasing an actual really.
But I'm saying the mind share is about to be Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted. I mean, the Trash of Us 2.
PS4 shit. We talking about PS5.
But here's the thing.
I said the mind share is about to be Sony, 2 big Sony games, and then whatever they're showing Thursday.
They waited 2 years to bring them out, so okay, it's cool. And in 2 years, it'll be some big Xbox games.
Right. And here's the thing. Just because a game is next gen only doesn't mean that it's going to be great. And just because a game is cross gen doesn't mean it's not going to be great. Good games are just good games. You just got to hope that whatever Microsoft releases between now and then, that those games are good enough to hold them down.
The only part I disagree with you on is, like, in my view, when I see Xbox like touting or bragging or promoting something like their selling point, in my view, all they sell, like, for the most part, is having the biggest library of games.
Games I don't care about.
Games, whether it be it's mainly third party or whether it's through Xbox Game Pass or backwards compatibility. I don't see them like really. Like, Sony is always bragging about their first party. I don't feel like Microsoft does that.
They can't.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
We established that, though.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Look, we understand what Microsoft is. Like, why are we trying to?
Okay, let me ask you a question, Kyle. Let me ask you a question, right? All right, all these studios they've acquired. Let's just say, for sake of argument, they don't pan out to be shit. What then? What we doing then? We waiting again?
Right. If they don't pan out to be shit, that's on Microsoft. Microsoft has to find new leadership, or they're gonna have to move on from said studios. Just like Sony does. If Sony finds a studio they don't do good, they do. Exactly. So it's no different. You keep working until you find something that works. I mean, it's not like they don't have the money to keep doing this. They're not going nowhere. Like,
I feel you.
Because I feel like it's just an endless waiting game with them, though. Like,
it's only been an innovative game.
They said themselves they do not have the talent, so they are developing the talent.
Yeah, the 360 generation was a great generation for them. The beginning of the generation was solid. It's just the last 3-4 years it's been pretty bad for them.
So I'll say this, and Chris just came in. I'll let him talk. I always thought, right? To me, Game Pass, and I'll even say a little bit of, I'll say the renewed emphasis on backwards compatibility, but especially Game Pass, in my opinion, was always mainly because of the lack of first party games. That's why I feel Game Pass really exists, because we acknowledge we don't have the best first party, you know, whether it be AAA or whatever, best, you know, outing when it comes to that stuff. But we can compensate by giving y'all the best services. That's the real reason I think Game Pass exists. I don't think if Xbox was killing this generation when it comes to first party, I don't think Game Pass would exist. That's just my opinion.
No, if their games were selling, they wouldn't have Game Pass.
I agree with that.
The thing that Game Pass allows them to do, though, it gives them a bread of money to invest and take risks that they wouldn't have done otherwise. And you also got to keep in mind that Microsoft has a different leadership, has had unstable leadership compared to PlayStation. PlayStation's had stable leadership for a very long time and just a straight path of what they've been doing for years, which has allowed them to build their first party and cultivate their first party. Microsoft hasn't. Think about all the people who's been in charge of Xbox over the years, and they had to go.
Who have been all these people have been in charge?
Prior to Jay Morrison, they had Phil Harrison.
When was Phil Harrison?
Phil Harrison was the guy who actually did.
No, when was he?
That was the BioShock and Mass Effect.
That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long has the Phil Spencer era been around?
Phil Spencer era has truly been in effect since 2000. I will say truly been in effect since 2017.
17.
That's when what's his name? Terry Myerson left, who was the head of
2017. Now, Blandrew, I'm gonna need your help with this.
Ooh.
Who's the current president of Nintendo after succeeding that man?
I think his name's like Fukawa or something.
And how long has Fukawa been in charge of Nintendo?
Since like 2018, I believe. I don't think he was there for the first year of the Switch, but
so that's 2 years. That's 2 years, about 2-3 years, right?
But I'm talking about the leadership. Who was in charge before that?
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. The leadership hasn't been good. You have different leaders, and you have different. Don Matrick, remember Don Matrick's TV, 30-day DLC, not cultivating or getting new studios. That sets your whole system back.
I don't think you're understanding my point. My point is the Wii U was the shit, in the shits, in the doldrums, the piss.
Right.
That man was replaced, and in 2 years, he took Nintendo from Dreamcast level sales to lapping the Xbox One and having possibly one of the highest selling systems of all time, currently outselling the PS4 on a month-to-month basis.
But in Xbox's case, they did have like people like Reggie though. Like they did have Reggie and other people like that.
Microsoft had Phil Harrison, which was to me their best era because that's when they had exclusives like BioShock, Mass Effect, Lost Odyssey, things like that. Right?
Mind if I cut in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
BG, when you say Reggie, what do you mean by that?
I mean, as far as I saw, I mean, listen, as far as like I saw, like Nintendo's like personnel wasn't always the most outspoken, or you didn't see them like out in the front, but it still to me always seemed like they had great leadership, apart from always being like having draconian, ideas and always being so old school and dated. That was their biggest fault, but like I always felt like their leadership was grounded.
Listen, I kept saying Phil Harrison. I apologize. I meant to say Peter Moore. Peter Moore was the guy who was probably Microsoft's best leader at the time. And somebody said that Phil was in charge for 6 years. He was, but he was head of Microsoft Studio. He was head of Xbox for 3 years, but he wasn't vice president in the actual head of the whole division until about 2017 when they got Terry Myerson out. Everything Microsoft did went through Windows. Remember, it wasn't even its own division at that point. It went through Windows, and the Windows division did not like Xbox. Remember, they've been trying to get rid of Microsoft. They've been trying to get rid of Xbox for the longest time. So it wasn't until they made Phil vice president, got him out. Think about it. They got him out. Once they got him out, Phil canceled Lionhead. They got rid of that studio. They wound up getting rid of Fable. They got rid of Scalebound. They started dropping all these other studios that they have. Then they turn around within a matter of months and start buying all of these studios. It was a completely different change because now he's sitting at the table. It's a big difference in leadership and where you are.
Chris, I want Chris to. Chris,
I gotta finish this real quick.
Go ahead, Bon.
I don't agree with this statement about their leadership because Nintendo has had two different people after that man. Kimishima came in 2018 as a temporary person after that man. And then and then Furukawa, they brought in Kimishima was 70 years old. Then the current president they brought in is 48 years old. They brought in new young blood. They turned the company around in 1-2 years.
But
Phil Spencer's been in the company for 3, 4, 5 years.
When that came in, the Switch had just came out. He had nothing to do with the Switch.
Bro.
That was already in production.
Day-to-day operations of a company and a system and getting things like Bayonetta 3 and securing more mature rated third party and second party games than Microsoft even makes isn't something that man did. It's something that the new people did.
Don't say that, Bond. He did.
No, he did not.
He did, but they just weren't. No, he got Devil's Third. He got Bayonetta 2. He actually really tried to push for.
Yeah, but a lot of these things have been made by the newer, younger blood at Nintendo. Nintendo one day. My point is this: saying that you changed a guy and it's only been 3 years, he hasn't had enough time is not a good thing. Nintendo has changed twice in 2 years, and they've been killing it more than ever.
I didn't say that he have enough time. I'm saying that different leadership and the way things are structured it matters. It truly does matter. It really does.
Well,
and
they need to get rid of their whole at this point.
Takes time to develop. It takes time to develop these games. How long has it taken for, let's say, The Last of Us 2 to be made? How long have you been waiting for that?
How long did it take?
2016?
7 years.
How long did it take Nintendo to make Paper Mario?
It's Mario. I'm not talking about Nintendo. I'm talking about PlayStation.
They don't say it's Mario like it means nothing.
Don't say it's just Mario. Nintendo announced Paper Mario, and when's it coming out, Blandrew?
It's Paper
next
Mario,
month, July.
bro.
Yeah, they announced it. It's coming out in 2 months.
Listen, nobody's saying the quality isn't great, but you making it sound like it's The Last of Us 2 or Ghost of Tsushima.
I agree with Tick. It's just Mario. It's just Mario. Okay.
It's just Mario.
It's just Mario.
What are we saying right now?
It's just Mario.
Hold up. If Microsoft came out with a game like Paper Mario, what would you say?
Good.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't. Stop lying.
Wouldn't. I would. I know I would.
It's not a bad game.
You know damn well you wouldn't say that. Nobody would say that. Y'all be like, it's Microsoft coming out with more cartoon games and all this BS stuff like that. But you have them actually trying to work.
Look.
That's very popular.
Blandrew, I'm pretty sure he said it doesn't matter if it's a cross-gen game, a next-gen game, a last-gen game, or how much it costs. A good game is a good game. Did this man not say that earlier?
Yep.
I rest my case.
What's that have to do with the quality of the game? I mean, or shall I say the design of the game? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you guys want high quality games, right?
I just want good games. I just want they don't need to be 4K graphical showpiece master. I just need good games.
Minecraft Dungeons is a good game.
Minecraft Dungeons is trash for retarded kids. Be quiet, sir.
Oh man, come on, dog. Yo, Chris, I want to get Chris in. Chris, what did you have to say?
Yeah. No, this was just going back on the backwards compatibility thing, which is a great feature. I'm not gonna knock backwards compatibility, but Tick, remember last Thursday we were on the Saltiest Gaming podcast, and you had said that backwards compatibility is a next-gen feature on the Series X, when in fact it is an old feature that's been around for generations, and then that you disagreed that the PS2 and the PS3 had backwards compatibility.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I did not. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
You can go back on it's around the 1 hour and 38 minute mark.
Please do.
You got receipts. BG, pull these receipts up.
Go ahead. Pull them up. I didn't say that. I never said PS2 and PS3 didn't have backwards compatibility.
You got time.
Hold on. When I asked you if PS2 and PS3 had backwards compatibility, you said I disagreed. That's exactly what you said.
I probably was disagreeing with something else. Why would I say I disagree if they had it?
I asked you 3 times. I asked you that question like 3 times.
No,
you got time,
Sam? You disagree.
I didn't hear that. Honestly.
You got time?
It's a little bit past the 1 hour and 38 minute mark on the last Saltiest Gaming podcast.
I probably disagree with something else, but obviously I know that PS2 and PS3 have backwards compatibility. I have both consoles. Okay. The reality of it is,
I just wanted that clarified. You know what I mean? And then the whole thing was like, you were alluding to that backwards compatibility. It's a next gen feature when in fact that it's an old feature that's been around for generations.
The way Xbox is implementing it, it's
not. Thank you. It's not. Every other system had to do hardware. They did it by hardware. Microsoft is doing it through a hypervisor, and they're doing 3 generations of console games. From the Xbox One.
Why do you act like Nintendo hasn't done this with handhelds and PCs haven't done the same?
Nintendo added HDR by itself? Okay.
Why do you act like PC hasn't been doing the same thing? Like PC, it's not a new feature.
Emulators and stuff like that, but it's not done on console. It hasn't been done on console.
That doesn't make it new though.
I didn't say it was new.
Oh my god.
Or it doesn't make it. It doesn't make if it was done before, it doesn't make it next gen.
Wait, I believe the PS3 fat played PS1, PS2, and they upscaled them.
Yeah, even the PS2 played PS1 games better.
Yeah.
With higher resolutions.
So I just
Did double the frame rate and add HDR.
All right, BG, I got you, BG. Hold on.
all right, no problem. So I just wanted, yeah, I guess if you want to send me it, I'll listen to it real quick. I guess we can bring up, but I just wanted to know, so everybody in here, right? Because we're talking about everything around backwards compatibility. But is that everybody's like opinion on it? That it's great if it's there, but like you don't really care? Because some people really care about it. What is? Because I'll say I don't care about backwards compatibility. But when I don't like, because I don't necessarily want to play old. I don't buy a new console to play old games. Some people take that as, if an older game comes to the console, that means I'm not going to play. That's not what that means. That means that's not the reason I bought the console, and it's not my priority, and it's not the thing I'm going to do like first and foremost. That doesn't mean that I won't play a remaster or two, right? So, but that's my stance on it. I just personally don't care about it. Like, is that y'all stance on it?
And if anybody should care about backwards compatibility, it's me, because I own the most games and the oldest amount of games. But here's another thing you never considered. What is the worth of backwards compatibility for games are shit?
It's not just first party games, Bond.
Yeah, I know, but you can still play those games everywhere.
Yeah, but
what is the worth of backwards compatibility if the compatibility?
The fact that they make the games look current. And it has new gen features. I
told them that already. I said that already.
You guys can sit there and hate all you want, but
nobody's hating. I'm just asking.
Hey, BG, I tagged you on Twitter.
Oh, but here's the thing about like backwards compatibility, right? Because I think Jim Ryan said like he doesn't have any interest specifically, or PlayStation, like their method when it comes to like bringing the older games to new consoles is they usually don't want to bring them in their like original state. They'd rather it be like remastered in a sense, or improved. Because to me, backwards compatibility is not worth it at all, especially if it's not the frames. I think the frame rate has to be the main thing that's improved. So if you improve everything else and you don't improve the frame rate, to me that backwards compatibility on that game is probably worthless.
Oh, they got timestamps, BG. I want to see this.
Hold on, I gotta check Twitter. But
that's just a little snippet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's for the whole thing. But I got the little snippet on Twitter.
Okay, hold on, Jack. Your stance on backwards compatibility? Just like how much you care about it?
It's a nice feature. I mean, it's just a nice feature, man. It's a nice feature, but I'm not It's
not a primary feature.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I think most people feel that way. I just think it's a great feature to have, and it's cool that you're able to tout that for your console. If you own games on Xbox, if you're an Xbox gamer, you own games. I mean, wouldn't it make sense that it's cool that you could bring your games with you and those games get updated?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. So, I mean, again, and nobody said nothing about not having new games. That's my thing. It's like everybody thinks that Microsoft's not going to have new games. Like nobody said that they weren't.
The problem is, and the reason that is because of everything Microsoft can ever talk, how many hot dogs you've eaten, how many cans you've thrown in the wastebasket.
You got to
all the things they ever talk about, they never talk about really new games they're making.
Bond, you got a date. They already said they got a date for that.
Yep, they got a date. It's just the same thing I said about Nintendo when they launched their online, their new system. They were talking about everything except for their online. And when the online came, guess what? It was ass.
Indeed.
Well, I would say if the PS5 could play PS1 and PS2 games, I would be playing those games more than the PS5 games. I'm gonna just keep it real with you
guys. I'll just never get the allure.
Blandrew is the worst version of a gaming hipster ever.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I would play those older games if the PS5 had them.
So Blandrew, you think do you like these to play older games because you think they're better than newer games, or you just like old games? Like, because I honestly never understood it.
It's both.
Okay.
That's why he likes Nintendo, because they keep remaking the same damn old games.
There's a correlation there.
Zero right now, and this came out in like the early 2000s.
You're playing what?
Mega Man Zero.
Oh, that's a good game.
There's some games that gameplay still holds up, but like I said, I still think most games don't. And people like to say like, oh, all good games are timeless. Nope. Big lie. There's a whole bunch of games that like came out in the 90s or early 2000s. You play them now, they trash. So I don't subscribe to that.
Well, you probably think that way because you can't race to the checkpoints.
Lies. I don't need to race to checkpoints. I'm a beast, sir.
They don't got checkpoints back in the old days.
I'm a beast.
You race around, you did.
I'm a beast, sir. Like even like I was even talking like Kofi about this. Like Assassin's Creed, the first one, I think Assassin's Creed, the first one was bad when it first came out. Like I thought it was bad for its time. Right. But even Assassin's Creed 2, which I thought was an amazing sequel, you go back and play it now, it's hard to play. There's a lot of good games that are hard to play now.
Witcher 1.
Everything don't age well, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like people love to act like, oh, all amazing games age well. That's a complete lie. Complete lie.
And here's another thing people don't think about. Older PC games, people will mod them, change them, alter them for newer quality of life features and improvements. You're still playing the same damn game on backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
And then there's the people who like there was this dummy on Twitter. Like when I said I don't buy new consoles for old games, he retweeted the tweet of me platting Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I saw that.
Oh my God.
Like, bro, understand if this was like a 1-for-1 remaster where it's literally if because like Final Fantasy VII is on PS4 and other platforms, the classic. Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't even play the same as the original.
Yeah,
they changed the story. It's literally brand new game built from the ground up. Like it's like people gotta understand there's a difference between the same name and the same game. Like something can have the same title, but it be a completely different game. Resident Evil 2 they have the same name. They're completely different games. So let's stop acting like that's the same thing. You're like y'all points with that are terrible. But I mean, I got this audio of when Chris and what's the name was on. Do y'all want me to play it? Like, or
you can just tell us either way. I want to know the verdict.
Because what I heard was Chris did ask him, and he said he disagreed. But later on, he did say later on he did say PS3 has it, but it's not the same as how Xbox is doing it. So he's saying it's the way they're bringing backwards compatibility to how they're doing it is different. That's what he said. Software based, hardware based, that thing. I don't know if that makes a difference.
All I'm gonna say on the case of Xbox is I appreciate that they're doing this, but they really have no games that I would want to play backwards compatible. So
that's what I'm saying.
That Red Dead 1 backwards compatible, that was fire. That was like the best.
And it's
like I said, they have no games.
Y'all forget it's for multi-touch as well.
Yeah, I know.
That you could play before, like, and they're enhancing them. They're not. Just
you guys just didn't play third-party games back then. Okay.
They were exactly. Old retro games that you couldn't play before, you could play them with enhancements.
Even you gotta admit, the fact that Red Dead Remastered on Xbox One low-key is more impressive than any Xbox One X game I've seen, right? As far as, you know what I mean? So that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. You gotta think about that. It came out a decade ago, yo.
And you know what was the thing I thought about, like, how much I don't care about having a gaming library or keeping or playing old games, bro. I'll get my
Steam account,
bro. Yeah, I sold my Steam account, bro. Like I sold my Steam account. I don't care about games whether it's physical, digital. I sold my Steam account. I literally sold every physical game I had. I sold it. I don't have any physical games in my possession. Okay. I don't have not one.
Did you sell to a friend or family member?
Hold on, I want to ask the panel something. Do y'all think, okay, with this whole people having their old games or whatever, do y'all think that there's a vast majority of players who have a collection of old games?
There isn't. I have $30,000. I have around $30,000 worth of games.
That was a point that I brought up, right? And then I was told that the vast majority of Xbox players have a collection of these old games, 360 and Xbox One games.
Xboxes, what they?
Exactly. Only old school gamers keep their libraries. I can't imagine any new school gamer or modern gamer holding.
I think you got any original Xbox?
I think this generation.
Just asked a question that just based off like like a couple people's opinion.
Pretty much who we know.
No, I think this generation is when a lot of people built up a digital library. I don't think it's I don't think last generation they did. I think it's this generation, and that's what they care about.
Library on a 360 towards the tail end.
I think
so. Backwards compatibility with this gen, like the PS1 and Xbox One, I think is the most important because of the digital library. You know?
No, I think games getting new sequels, like let's say Persona 5, is gauging interest in a lot of those older titles. Because if you look at Shin Megami Tensei games like Devil Summoner and 3DS games, they're through the roof right now on eBay. They're like $100 to $200 just for a used copy. And so I don't. You know what else? Even if they don't have a collection, there might be.
I mean, they might go back and play
it. I still have a brand new unopened copy of Steel Battalion in the case, controller, everything. I bought for $40 like 8 years ago.
Like if Splinter Cell was to get announced today, I could see people going back to play those other games if they've never played them before.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
I mean, you know what else I thought about? Like this, I really don't care about keeping no games because like. When I look at my Steam library or like even my library on PlayStation, my digital library on PS4, every time I see them, I be like, yo, I wish they had digital trade-ins. I would get rid of all these joints that I don't play no more. Like I just don't get this attachment that people have to these games and why I want to play them anymore. Like I truly don't get it. I want to get rid of all of them joints. I would trade if I could. I would trade in all my old digital games for like GameStop value, like if I could. If I could. I'm saying, I'm not saying, but I'm not saying I'm down for GameStop. I'm saying I have digital games that are sitting in my library doing nothing. So if I got even 30 cents for them, what were they doing anyway?
I agree. I something that I wanted for a minute. I was hoping that somehow would come up with some sort of digital trade-in, even if you got 10% of what the value are of them today, just to get rid of them would be fantastic.
Like, bro, I made the great mistake of buying Days Gone digital. Hated the game. I hated the game. So it's sitting in my collection. They got my $60, and what can I do with it now? Nothing.
Not for you, BG. I did the same thing with Xenoblade 2. I did the same thing with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, man. I was pissed I paid digital for that.
So that's why I want digital trade-ins. Like I would get rid of all this stuff, man.
Australia has been trying to push for that for Steam to get it. So you're probably not going to get any digital trade-ins until Steam does it. And you know how Steam.
If you do digital trade-ins, though, just understand you're not getting anything. There's no value in digital.
I'm fine with that.
Hold on, but even outside of digital trade-ins, I would like to sell the rights to my game to somebody else.
Oh, that'd be lit.
That would be dope. Yeah, sell your rights to game. Yeah, sell your.
I'm gonna hop out. BG,
you should have control over how much you get for that game, though. That would be cool.
Listen,
yeah, but I'm sure there's a limit. You can't be charging niggas $50 for Pac-Man.
He will sell you a broken version of Pac-Man.
listen, man. If they give me $5 for Days Gone, I'll be okay with putting that towards something. So I'm like, that's $5 for something else.
They literally not doing nothing but paying you to take the license away.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna get too much for that, yo.
That's fine. Like they not doing much. They literally could be robbing me, but they're still doing me a favor by taking this game out of my collection. Like there's nothing worse than a game you don't like sitting in your collection, just sitting there taunting you. Days Gone is taunting me.
Somebody donate for BG to do a Days Gone stream.
Oh no, don't do that.
I need that. Let's go.
I remember I bought what was it? I think Madden 17 for like $3, bro. Like, what am I gonna do with Madden 17 at this point? I would love to just
yeah.
Well, maybe if those games kept their value like Nintendo games, you might
shut up, Blandrew.
I'll wait for somebody.
You can sell like Breath of the Wild for $30 right now.
For Game Pass, like after a while, you just stop playing them, but you ain't got to own them.
Let's talk about how the fact that like Nintendo is the most kid-friendly console as far as games, but not price worthy though. They're literally the worst console when it comes to money efficiency, bro. The worst. Like, oh, you want to buy your kids some Nintendo games? All right, okay. Be ready to shell out like a good $120 just for 2 games, like at least for the first 5 years that they're out, or the entire generation. But if we keep it real, Xbox is the best console for kids. That's the best console to get your kids games.
Yeah, when I get kids, they ain't getting nothing. They getting a shit box and Game Pass.
Exactly. You ain't getting no Nintendo. You got Nintendo money?
Nope.
That's the question.
Unless you cutting lawns and getting your own money, you getting an Xbox. Actually, no, you might not even get that. You getting Game Pass on the PC. The PC you using to do your homework.
Dad, I want Mario. Oh, nigga, you got Mario money? Ah, bro.
Nintendo supplants their cost for their consoles with them games, bro. Like real talk. They sell them consoles mad cheap and then never lower the price of them games. Them games is always $60.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Blandrew.
Y'all heard how
Here's the thing. Both Nintendo and Sony can sell games, can create exclusives that sell 10 million plus. The other company can't.
That sold 10 million plus. Stop it. Like, come on.
I'm sorry?
Huh?
They have.
Spider-Man didn't sell 10 million plus?
Spider-Man, Horizon
didn't sell 10 million plus? Uncharted, the trash of us didn't sell 10 million plus?
The other console had sold games at 10 million plus. It's just this generation.
What has Microsoft made that sold 10 million plus this gen?
Not this gen.
I said not this gen.
All right.
Well, then again, I don't know what Halo did. Halo did
gen 10 million plus.
Halo 5 did sell really well.
Halo 5 did not sell 10 million copies.
I don't know if it sold 10, but it definitely sold. It sold well. It did sell well.
My point was this: two companies can make games that sell 10 million plus. The other company can't.
One of those companies got to drop their games to $5 to hit 10 million. But hey, what were you saying, Jack?
Who that? Who?
Hey,
wow. Hey, name names, Blanchard. Who are you talking about?
I mean, heaven forbid a game go on sale after 5 months. You know what I mean?
God forbid.
I'm just saying, you know.
God forbid.
I can hit my 10 million at $60. Can you do that, Jack?
Oh, okay. We'll see.
No, Blanche, you're not gonna do that. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man and God of War would have absolutely sold 10 million eventually at 60. It would have been slower.
The sales weren't slowing down. They just put them on sale. They said, "Fuck it."
Yeah,
that's a question I've always wanted to know. Do Japanese versions of these Nintendo games retain this high price, or is it just the American and or European versions?
Do Japanese people trade in the games like that?
I don't know.
No, the Japanese copies do too, I believe. I think they actually go higher in some cases.
I'm about to look this up right now.
While you looking that up, so they released a Ghost of Tsushima Q&A. If anybody's curious, on the PlayStation blog, Ghost of Tsushima, your questions answered, because they answered some direct questions that people had after watching that gameplay. Like I remember Jack brought up when he hit the dude with the bow, he went flying. Like he hit dude in the head with the bow and arrow, and like his whole body flew like 6 feet back. They actually had an answer for those physics, which I thought shocking. Like usually studios would never reply to something like that. But I'm trying to find where exactly they
the easier the game is, the more weird the physics are or something.
No. So they said so it said fantastic gameplay. However, could you perhaps look at changing the physics of the arrow headshot? The backwards force was a tad unrealistic and over the top. And the director of the studio said this is something we've seen a lot of users comment on. You may have noticed that Jin uses 2 different bows in the demo. The half bow in the samurai portion and the long bow in the ghost portion, and the long bow packs a much heavier punch. And he did confirm that in the demo, that was a version of them playing when like all the abilities were unlocked, like, or at least most of the abilities were unlocked, so the character was OP. They confirmed like the character was OP in the gameplay. They unlocked everything, and they said enemies are a lot more aggressive and everything like that. So there is going to be easy, normal. There's only 3 difficulty levels. There's easy, normal, and hard. There's nothing past that. But and he said that there's no like artificial difficulty. The Mongols are more aggressive, and players have to be more precise to pull off extraordinary moves. But on the harder difficulty, enemies don't take more hits. They're still human. They take the same amount of hits. You just have to be more like precise with how you attack. So they're not doing that fake difficulty thing.
Nice.
You said nice.
Yeah, what difficulty are you playing on?
On what? Oh, I'll probably play on a medium equivalent.
Normal. Yeah. Yep. So I can go check out that that on the PlayStation blog. They also said it's going to have a dynamic weather system. There are villages and towns and stuff like that. And yeah, all that good stuff.
They're gonna have a dynamic bum system.
I think the dopest thing about that game is the navigation with the wind. I just find that incredible.
Oh, Jack hates that.
Who was complaining about the lack of waypoints again?
Smooth.
Oh God.
I mean, I think that's innovative.
Yeah, and they still put waypoints in the game. They just did it in the form of foxes and wind.
I'm not too impressed by that. Yeah.
Really?
What is your problem with it? I don't understand that, Jack.
I don't have a problem with waypoints. My problem with that was that they were bragging about not having waypoints, but they put them in the game anyway.
Anyway, yep.
Yeah, that was my whole thing.
It's a different version of a waypoint. It's a variation of a waypoint, but it's not like a.
It's GPS.
I mean, it's a fucking waypoint. Yo. They were trying to act like they were completely.
It's okay, but a waypoint is an arrow pointing you direction of where to go. Really.
But when they chose wind,
Wind and foxes,
blowing in the direction.
an interactive waypoint.
Certain games need to be used. I don't have a problem with that. I don't.
To be honest, I feel like Smooth gets a lot of flack for that. I feel like most people would hate if it didn't have a waypoint in the game. Honestly,
they're bums.
Who's got time to get lost in the
They're
fucking
bums.
game?
I don't feel like people would be for that.
As big
They're
and empty as that
bums.
world is.
Yeah, you'll probably get lost.
But they're bums. Like, see, I could be fine. I could be fine with no waypoints if there's landmarks. Sometimes games be like, oh, games that don't have waypoints, they be like, oh, over by the something, and you're like, all right, my nigga, where's that though? Like, like I'm okay with looking for it, but like, use landmarks.
It's
like,
all about how a game is designed, yo. If it's poorly designed, it's probably gonna need more waypoints than it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you. People are sounding like bums right now. You might need a different hobby than gaming.
So earlier in the week, there were reports that came out that Skyrim Grandma, the woman that's the old elderly woman that's famous for playing Skyrim, that she was like getting attacked by her viewers. But she commented on those reports and saying that this wasn't true at all, that her viewers are very nice to her. She's just taking time off due to her health because she's obviously elderly. But a whole bunch of publications were reporting like, oh, people like were harassing her in the comments when it wasn't true at all.
Hey man, what's going on with these gaming journalists, yo? Did you see the article? Did you see the article about Push Square that said PlayStation fans were panicking about backwards compatibility? Like who have y'all been talking to? Like I don't know what's going on with these public. This pandemic.
Y'all have been pushing anti-backwards compatibility. I'm not even. That is something that's been going on.
What? I don't know. I mean, I guess people y'all follow do that.
Well, people take not caring about backwards compatibility as being anti-backwards compatibility.
No, it's more so attacking the people that want it. That's the weird thing.
Who attack somebody that wanted backwards compatibility?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess if y'all seen it I didn't see it personally, so I can't speak on all that.
I mean, look, do I call people who want backwards compatibility, like I call them BC dorks, but it's all in good fun.
Sheesh.
I call y'all dorks, but it's I'm just making fun.
You having fun with BioShock, BG?
I'm also having fun with how much I got sent through PayPal to play it.
Mm.
Yeah. You thought I played that game just because I felt like waking up in the morning and like, I feel like playing BioShock like a weirdo. No,
okay,
someone requested it.
How much money they put in your pockets for God of War?
For God of War, which one? 3?
3.
That was the challenge for me to beat it on the hardest difficulty, sir. I like challenges.
What'd you win?
I forgot how much it was, but I definitely got something for it. I'm getting paid for my services. I'm getting paid. No, Blandrew. I know you want me to be out here just picking up random old games and playing it, but no, I'm getting justly compensated and supported
for it.
You
can't even remember what you want.
That was like 2 weeks ago. I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday.
That's a damn shame, and your wife cooked that shit for you.
It tasted good. I don't remember what it was, but I know it tasted good.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get people in trouble.
Shout out to BG's wife for making this man a good meal that he don't even remember.
People know that I have terrible memory. Like, Jack, you remember when I was playing Resident Evil 4? I beat this game like 10 times, and I still can't remember how to do the puzzles.
Pretty much.
I still forget how to what to do in Resident Evil 4. I beat this game more times than I beat in any other game. I still forget stuff. My memory worked like that, dog. Anything else, Blazer?
You remembered everything about Final Fantasy VII, though, right?
I actually don't. I actually don't. There's parts of Final Fantasy VII story I don't remember. Like there's some complexities with Sephiroth and his mother and his like real mother. All those details, those are a little bit fuzzy to me. I don't remember all those details.
You remember what you were saying about the Switch? I got the receipt so I can pull them up. You can block.
Oh, that the Switch is trash? I still think it's trash. I still think it's a trash console.
Okay.
Andrew bringing the heat.
I still think the Switch is a trash console. It's got some decent games. As a console, though,
your memory by posting them on Twitter.
As a console, it's bad. As a console, it's trash.
That's a glorified handheld at this point, BG. You know
that.
You glad you wanna pull up on somebody. Let's talk about the Last of Us 2 pre-orders. Where what happened, Blandrew? You told me that these people that were the won't go broke folks are really gonna affect the game sales. Guess what? It's outpacing Spider-Man pre-order sales. What's fun of that, Blandrew? You told me that the people who wouldn't stand for this were gonna pull up and pull their pre-orders. Sir?
First of all, everybody I've known from the UK has been some type of terrorist or just insane in general. So I'm not really even throwing them in the equation right now. I'm talking about worldwide.
Wow, so people from the UK are terrorists now.
I had a guy threaten to throw acid on me because I didn't like Ready Player One. So
you know they ain't got guns though. They got to like stab you and shit like that.
Damn.
He gotta say that. They gotta stab
you. No, but Blandrew, I want to know what happened. These pre-orders are looking pretty. It's at the top of every pre-order list at every store you can pretty much pre-order it from. It's at the top of the list. So what's going on?
I thought you guys were against just one territory. Isn't that what you always used to tell kids Smooth when it pertained to the MP3?
No. But here's the thing. Things usually what's happening in Europe or the UK in that area, the US is usually not too far off when it comes to sales. Unless it's like a soccer game or one of those type of things that's specific for that territory, usually it's the same in the US. And once again, you can look at the Amazon pre-order list for the US. It's at the top in every category. What's happening, Blandrew? You told me that that these folks were not going to be happy and they were going to cancel their pre-orders. They're not going to. Y'all told me this was going to be a Battlefront 2 effect. What happened?
No, what I said is I don't think it'll be the fastest selling PlayStation IP of all time. Bond is the one that put more fuel to the fire. Take it away, Bond.
Sorry, let's
now you want Bond to pick it up.
Let's hear
what I say.
No, Bond was the main. Bond was talking about like how it wasn't gonna sell, how going woke and going broke. Yeah, in the DMs.
Oh no! I said that it wouldn't affect this game. It might affect the next game.
I remember him saying
people got short memory. They don't forget about this by like after the game come out. They gonna forget about that whole thing.
Bro, BG, I don't remember what I ate 2 weeks ago. You expect me to remember what I said in the DMs?
You have good memory. No, you can't use my excuse.
You're right. I do got good memory.
You can't use my excuse. You play way too many old games to have bad memory. Okay. I can't do that.
God, Blandrew, he got. Oh, who is this with the rainbow death signal? Whose gameplay is this?
What's on the screen? Let me see.
Gears.
He died and it had a rainbow gear symbol.
Oh, it's Gears. What? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
forgot.
Look,
love is love.
Here's my thing, right? If imagine if I was playing in a video game and I died, it was like BLM forever, Black Power.
Hey man,
y'all would look at me like I'm some sort of weirdo, wouldn't you? Now he got Tony.
Hey man, shout out.
I didn't even see that what was on screen.
It's just like, people don't. Nobody would ask me, "Am I a black activist?" Because I'm already black.
Are you?
It should just be a given. I don't need to go around telling everybody. I don't need to go around telling everybody. I just don't understand why people need to throw it down everybody else's throats.
Whoa, yeah.
Well, I didn't see this flag you were talking about. What, he had a flag on his icon or something? I didn't see it.
Like, when you die, it has like the gear with the skull on it.
His was a rainbow.
I think the person that killed him had that then, right?
No, that's his. I think you choose that one. Oh, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's consult the Xbox expert. Smooth?
Oh, yeah, damn. When you die, what icon come up? The person that killed you or your icon? Which one? they ain't there.
No answer, Smooth. Okay, damn. I guess that.
Oh no, when the person it's the icon they put for it because they set an icon that you see when they kill you.
Because another guy that killed him was a pony. I was like, oh lord. They got ponies and pride flags.
Yeah, I remember like them ponies and all these other icons being there last time I played Gears. I thought it was only the Gears icon you could you could customize.
No, you can customize only.
Nah, that's old. That's old.
That's
BG.
Bring back Blazinski, man. I just feel like he's just more. It's really his game more than it was Rod's.
Hey man, they got Cliff on Twitter looking real sad right now, bro. Man, they did that. They hold that man out. They won't give him no callbacks, no texts. Man. Right?
He the one dude that didn't get picked in the pickup game. He just sitting on the sideline.
Word, my man trying to get his ex to call him back for a month now, bro.
Have been brought him back. I feel like Gears under him was at his best. They should bring him back and get it done again.
But Cliffy, I think Cliffy will want like full control over the project. I don't think they're trying to, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna come in and play a role type shit.
Yeah, I mean he's a bit arrogant too. Who knows how many bridges he's burnt in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, my man really said, yo, Xbox got my number. They ain't called me though. Like, damn, not like this, Cliff. Don't go out like this, dog.
On Twitter, dog.
Word, man. I'm like, oh, not like this. She ain't calling you back. Damn. Hate to hear it.
Crazy.
Hey, BG.
Yeah.
You trying to make a bet about Last of Us versus Animal Crossing?
What?
No. I acknowledge there's a lot more weirdos in the world.
Yeah, but there's a lot more deranged people too, and that's the Last of Us fan base. So you want to make that bet?
No. Do I look like Smooth to you?
That shit did 11 million in 11 days.
Yo, Animal was crazy when I saw them numbers.
You had to be a dumbass to make that bet.
I mean, it's like, nigga, I
almost bought the game for Crossing get mega popular.
This one?
It was always going in that direction if you paid attention to the 3DS sales.
Nah, bro. This one outsold all the other ones combined, I think.
Yeah, it did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't never just crazy like this. This shit.
All right. I'm looking at VG charts right now, okay? Let's see.
Ain't Animal Crossing like The Sims? Is it?
Nah.
Not exactly.
It's got the same life, do your own type thing, but not 100% the same.
It doesn't have sales for the GameCube. I mean, for the N64 version. The GameCube version was 2.2 million. The DS version, the DS version was 11 million, but then it fell off and dropped off on the Wii and 3DS back to 3 and 4 million.
You know why? Consoles and mobile. Yo, Nintendo.
Wait, there's no way New Leaf was 4 million. That was 10 million plus.
No, New Leaf was 12 million.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the DS.
But I'm saying it dropped off on the Wii and 3DS, but then, like for example, that's Home Designer. Never mind. So
everything else.
It became mega popular on 3DS.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. DS too. DS hit 11 million.
Yeah.
It was just always one of those quiet games.
That's why I'm not surprised that the Switch sells so well, man. In Japan, the mobile games is huge, bro. Like, just mobile gaming period overseas is just huge.
Yeah.
Speaking of Japan,
it's not a console, man.
So this game was popular on N64. I mean, this game was more popular than pretty much any Xbox game on N64, GameCube, and Wii. But once it hit DS, 3DS, and Switch, it just blew up.
Yeah. Hey, BG.
Yeah.
You have that Sega Xbox topic as a thing or no?
I didn't see anything about that.
Not make that realistic yet.
Well, let me hold on, before you even tell me. Let me guess. Rumors of Xbox acquiring another studio again, right?
Sort of, but they're saying that Sega is supposed to take over the brand for Xbox in Japan and be called the Sega Series X or something.
Nice. I like that.
That'd be interesting.
That sounds like some Twilight Zone stuff. I don't know if I even believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it because it sounds nice.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like they're gonna announce something for PlayStation more than they'll announce something for Xbox. Everybody has this. The thing that kills me with some Xbox fans is that it's like they'll take something and just run with it. Like the whole Perfect Dark thing, like Perfect Dark is being remade. I'd be like, where, when, like who?
I know. Well, Sony fans doing that right now with Silent Hill. So you ain't the only one.
They do it
Yeah, I agree with you on that Perfect Dark thing because I actually want to bet on that. Some bum ass nigga bet me that Perfect Dark was going to be free.
They did that with Xbox One and on Steam.
Perfect Dark. Listen, I know about Perfect Dark, bro. I've talked to the guys who make Perfect Dark, and
they're not even there anymore.
Yeah, they're not. There's no indication Perfect Dark is being made at this point. I know a lot of people think the initiative is making Perfect Dark because they said something about something old, something new. We don't know. Perfect Dark could be a real thing, but I'm gonna be honest with you, we can't be talking about it like it's really going to happen. Like there is no indication anywhere, not even a hint that Perfect Dark is coming back.
What about Fable?
Do you think people would honestly even care if it came back?
There's a demographic on Xbox for Perfect Dark. I don't know if it's that big of a game. I feel like a Banjo being remade would be bigger, but yeah,
I don't. Honestly, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's the demographic. But that's people you're trying to capture.
You know what I think Microsoft should do? They should start trying to sell some of these rare IPs back to Nintendo.
No, they should just make them. They should
make a trade.
Nintendo ain't trading nothing.
How can you trade anything when Microsoft doesn't have any Japanese development studio to do anything? They're going to be in the same position to have IPs and then not know anything to do with. So if I was Nintendo, I would try to actually get some of those rare IPs back because Microsoft's not doing anything with them.
That's what I was saying. I was like, how do you sit on these platformers and you not compete? Like Nintendo has a ton of platformers, Microsoft has a ton of platformers, and they're not making them. I don't understand why they.
It's the same thing I was telling Smooth on his podcast. Look at your core Xbox fan. Would you guys honestly buy them?
I wouldn't.
But that breaks.
I know.
This is what I always say about PlayStation. What makes PlayStation great? Don't get me wrong. I think I like Xbox for a number of reasons, but the thing that makes PlayStation great is that they could put out something that's niche, right, and have a small base, but you know that it's there, so people are going to buy that console, and that adds up over time. When you have a whole bunch of games, even if it doesn't sell well, but it's on that platform, those people are going to buy that platform. Microsoft has to be able to diversify their library enough to, even if the base is small, people can still find the games there. And that's how you grow your base. That's something they need to do. They need to have platformers on there. They need to have more JRPGs on there. And I think that's something they plan to do next generation. I just feel like they're not taking advantage of some of the IPs they have. Like the not Mech Assault. What is it? The Mech Warrior franchise.
Mech Warrior cannot come to a console. It is a simulation mech simulator.
What they have is they own that franchise, which is the Mech Warrior, Mech Assault, not Robotech. Battletech. Thank you. The Battletech series, which falls in line with those games, and they can make something off of that. It doesn't have to be Mech Warrior, but it could be something along those lines. And I just feel like they have franchises like Shadow. What's that game? That cyberpunk RPG in there, Shadow something.
That game that was just trash and pretty much got canceled?
Yeah, but you don't have to make that. No, it didn't get canceled.
It came out and it was trash.
No, it was on 360.
Wasn't it Shadow Elite? Oh
no. It's a very expensive game that it's hard to get now that Epic actually
Shadowrun. There you go, Sage. Thank you. Shadowrun is a franchise that they could actually build on and actually make into a third-person adventure game if they wanted to, because there's a history there. But
they tried it. It was trash.
No, they made it into a shooter. That's a big difference. They made it into like a first-person shooter, but they didn't turn it into an actual like action adventure game with lore and story. It's something they could do, man. You have franchises that people are interested in. Just for whatever reason,
they keep making them to be trash. Like even Perfect Dark Zero was trash.
Yeah, but that Perfect Dark Zero was like, I think that
trash.
Was just coming over to.
It was it was borderline Xbox.
It was borderline. Yeah, that was like borderline GameCube at that point.
Can a GoldenEye Perfect Dark type of game even work now?
I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be reimagined. Like I need it to be a Tomb Raider replacement.
I felt like it should have been a combination of like Deus Ex and Tomb Raider.
That I can agree with, but Joanna Dark is not Tomb Raider. She's a special agent.
I know that. Like,
I think he's from a.
How the hell are you going to turn the female James Bond into a Tomb Raider?
What do you mean?
It'd be better than a third-person action game instead of a first-person shooter.
Well, even then, it still would not be a Tomb Raider game.
Because that's my thing. If you change it from how it is, then I feel like it becomes like just another third-person game.
I mean, yeah, but you do it with a better character.
Like third-person action adventure type shit.
You guys have no imagination. I can't talk to you niggas.
The irony.
You try to copy everything with stupid ideas instead of keeping
These
it
are God of War
original.
fans talking about recognizing gameplay now.
Like, why would you?
This is the nigga that plays Bayonetta. Stop it.
I know. Why would you want to change a game about a secret agent into Tomb Raider?
Because I like the Perfect Dark universe, but I just want to play it in a non-first person game.
Yeah.
What is the name of the alien in Perfect Dark?
Bond,
You don't gotta answer that, Bond.
What is the name of the alien in Perfect Dark?
Bruh.
What is the name of the company in Perfect Dark?
How many pubes I have on my balls?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Cardi?
All right. So
No, back to my original
next
question.
topic.
What is the name of the
please?
Exactly.
What's the name of Joanna's father, bitch?
You're a fucking liar.
What's the name of Joanna's father?
No, because I'm not a
Jack,
fan
bitch.
of
It's Jack. Yeah.
You talking about you're in love with the lore of the game. You don't even know who dated
I like this where it can go.
Shut up, Smooth. You don't even know shit.
But shut up. You don't with your old school tastic. What's the name of the alien? The fucking alien. Like,
BG, if you told me that you like the lore of Final Fantasy VII, I could ask you what's the name of Sephiroth's mother, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bond. Oh my God.
You're a fraud, Smooth.
A fraud because I said, shut the fuck up.
You're a fraud.
Shut up, please.
That would be Genova, but then he has a real mother.
I can't do this.
The lore, but I don't know anything about the game.
I do know about the game. Just because I refuse to buy into your antics. Well, what's the name of the alien?
You didn't even know the secondary main character of the goddamn game.
Smooth said that's a gotcha question.
Yeah, pretty much. He probably didn't even know the president was black. Oh, you didn't know, did you?
Dude, I'm no longer listening.
Oh man, y'all wild. Let's talk about The Last of Us.
You have some evidence.
Yeah.
Let's talk about The Last of Us, and then PlayStation 5, and then we can get out of here. So Last of Us, we got some new gameplay. It was state of play, and we got some dev commentary with Neil Druckmann, or as the big mads call him, Neil Cuckman, whatever you prefer. This gameplay was looking real good. Ellie, we learned some new things like. Ellie could swim. No more stupid gameplay loops with wooden pallets. That's fire. I think that automatically improves the game. Like,
not really.
Bro,
they replaced the pallets with boats.
But that's better than that's better than a pallet being pushed by an old man.
It's still the same mechanic.
No, it's not. Stop it.
You need boats to get to certain parts, and you have to find the boats. I'm just letting you know that now.
It's flooded.
Okay,
no, it's not a spoiler. It's actually in the gameplay.
I mean, you wanted to walk on water like Jesus, or what's going on?
I'm just saying it's going to be the same mechanic. I'm just explaining. Y'all not out that mechanic.
Okay, but riding in a boat is a much different, annoying mechanic than pushing a pallet.
Listen. I'm not hating because I already got this game pre-ordered and everything. I probably had a pre-order before all these ponies, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all, letting y'all know what's going on.
Anyway, Ellie can swim. As they told us before, like she can dodge. You have to learn how to time the dodge. You can't just be spamming it and stuff. You can kill dogs, of course. That's fine. That's always fine, right? Killing pooches. There's new infected, but they still wouldn't tell us about the new infected that are going to be in the game.
That sounded like
the
Shambler,
the armored one or whatever.
Oh yeah, Shambler.
Yeah, we only learned about the Shambler, but she said there's going to be more. They put some Easter eggs in there, like a Ice Cube Easter egg and a PS Vita Easter egg. Some cool stuff like that.
Wait,
Hotline Miami. Yeah, they had Ice Cubes. Today was a good day.
I thought you meant okay.
Are there snipers?
Sure there will.
That's what I need to know.
I'm sure there will be. And so, yeah,
There was-
Get that?
the
Why
what
wouldn't they
mechanic?
have snipers?
The first game
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have a real sniper in the game.
The Kiss movie had a big problem with that. Yeah, you can. Naughty Dog love mechanics where you can swing on stuff. So yeah, there's a rope mechanic now. They love their.
It is Neil Druckmann. He'd be loving you swing.
There was a part in the first one where she used a rope, so I guess they integrated that.
Yeah. There's some other stuff that I'm forgetting at the moment, but everybody watched it. We know everybody watched it, so y'all know what happened. So
Oh,
I
you're
didn't watch
forgetting
it.
about the most important thing.
what?
Most of it.
Oh,
Ellie
Ellie
got
can swing a bat.
Form on the bats.
Oh yeah, you saw that right, Bob? That was nasty, right?
So
I had to clip that on my Twitter. That's probably why they banned my ass.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen Ellie step into the swing. I was like, all right, Bod may have a slight point. She stepped into it. She did a follow through. All right, you got a slight point.
A slight point.
A slight
Nah,
point.
that man the fuck out. That shit was crazy.
Joel's bitch ass was definitely skipping PE.
Oh man. But yeah. Thoughts on the gameplay?
Amazing.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to say, bro. Hey,
I can't wait for the PS5 version that hopefully runs at 60.
Oh man.
hey, I agree with that too.
I'm
ready for
Yeah, it's supposed to be double disc for the physical copy.
That's why I got to answer this, man.
Blanchard, what were your thoughts? Did you? Is there any game on Is there any game on Nintendo that has this level of detail or anything like that? I'm curious. I want to play it.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Whoa!
This Negro.
okay.
No, I'm serious. It can start thundering in Breath of the Wild. I can take off my metallic my helmet and throw it at the enemy and have the thunder attract to that helmet and blow everything up.
You know what other game?
And you got to put on rubber to not get hit. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
stupid to me.
You know the other game you can do shit like that? God of War. Were you impressed by that?
I'm tired of people comparing these.
You can pass elemental status effects along enemies.
Why is it that whenever it comes to these games that on PlayStation, everybody seems to hate Breath of the Wild, but they always want to compare
You
everything
just
to
said
Breath
you
of the
can
Wild?
do it. You just
Yeah,
said
I'm not hating on Breath of the Wild. I was just saying that's something that can happen. Why did you assume I was hating, Blandrew?
You seem like a hateful guy to me, Jack. I don't know.
Oh man. You can also make like when the WLF and like the Seraphites clash. You can
WLF.
The Washington Liberation Front is one of the factions in the game.
Yeah.
You can like there will be encounters. Well, you can make them run into each other and fight, or even the infected. You can like cause fights between them, and you could decide to pick them off during the fight or after, or just walk right past it. So
I thought you were talking about white leftist females or something.
Oh no,
might not be too far off, man. You know what I mean,
yeah. So cool.
The game is it's looking heat. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, Smooth, what level of detail do you got on the Xbox like that?
Oh man.
Destructible buildings in Crackdown 3? No, I'm just playing.
Gears 5 looked pretty good. Very, very good.
Okay.
Very, very good. So.
Okay.
Didn't the Switch get the 360 version of Saints Row 3?
Saints Row. We go with this. I like where we go with this.
My man had that in the pocket. Like, where Saints Row from? My man, he had that one in the tuck, waiting.
Over 1,000 watching 2 weeks in a row. I'm impressed.
It's been more than that.
I'm just saying over 1,000 2 weeks.
Yeah. But the game is very visceral. It's very violent. It's looking real violent. I love that.
Blandrew.
Yeah.
Blandrew don't like these violent games.
That game do be looking gruesome and gross at times, like putting a knife to somebody.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Ellie is way more vicious than I guess it's because like they peep that shit like she a woman, she ain't finna be choking out these big ass dudes. No. So she just off him motherfucker, stabbing them all in the throat and shit.
Like X-23
look, one watch of Smooth's gameplay will tell you she ain't choking people out, she getting choked out.
I figured they made I figured they made Ellie more violent because she was born into it. Like she like no, she
that's all.
Remember, she never knew the world before humans were like bodying each other for survival. Like Joel knew a time where like things were like normal. So he might have like a shred of like remorse every time he like, you know, like stab a dude in the stomach or something like that and pull out his intestines. This is normal. This is Tuesday for Ellie. This is literally just a Tuesday for her. So that's why I figured it makes sense.
Yeah, one of them trailers, like Jesse, he was saying some shit like, you know what I mean, I want to accomplish whatever we doing too, but I'm not willing to go as far as you type shit. And then he walk away from it. Like, they gonna show like she like low-key crazy as fuck type shit. She's willing to do anything it take to accomplish what she got going on. So,
bro, you hear about this shit? Apparently, J.R. Smith, a protester, tried to vandalize his car and he beat the shit out of him. It's on camera.
Well,
I approve of that. I approve of that.
I'm gonna say this: Ellie is Joel in this game.
Well, I feel like Joel can't swing a bat.
Nah, y'all will understand it when you play it.
All right, leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I will.
No, please go more.
No. I don't want to get killed.
I appreciate it.
You don't want to be like Smooth spoiling games.
It'll be worse for me, dog. They'll be posting posting the first church I went to and all that. I'm good.
They'll find your Uber.
I know exactly. Put a bomb in it.
It's Smooth. Smooth,
what's up?
You there?
Yeah,
you doing a grounded playthrough day one or what?
No, absolutely not. I'll probably do Survivor.
I'll do a normal playthrough.
Normal or Survivor.
Don't worry, Smooth. You'll get by that time. There will be 1,000 like podcasts, and somebody will tell you to play the game on Grounded.
Oh, speaking of Grounded, I completed the DLC on Grounded, and somebody had to watch me win again, bro.
Oh, we saw you struggling. You were struggling so bad.
I got it done though. I did that. I did the damn thing.
You were literally 2 deaths from saying you were turning the difficulty down.
Yeah, you're right. But all I need to do was say that, and then I fucking like supercharged and got kicked into another gear.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, so
somebody had to watch me win again.
What's going
on?
Dying. I don't know if dying 600 times is winning.
Hey, watch me beat a game on hardest difficulty and broadcast it to your entire fan base.
How many times how many deaths do you think it'll take you to beat Halo 2 Legendary?
Well, to be honest, I won't beat Halo 2 Legendary.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
It's designed poorly.
He would never make it. How come Halo beat it?
I heard you say something, Smooth. Did you say that PlayStation games designed better than that Halo? I could have swore I heard you say that, yo.
I don't think I said that.
You said something like Sony games got like actual difficulty or some shit, but that was like fake difficulty. I don't know. I could have swore I heard you say that.
It's funny, but that is a good point. Well, like I said, Halo didn't struggle to beat Halo, but apparently the Best Buy is lesser.
Who's
Halo?
You referring to yourself as Halo again, bud?
Who's Halo? Like,
he's Halo.
Bond called himself Halo. Y'all forgot?
Oh, that's all Halo. I see you.
That's his alter ego when he talks shit.
I see you, dog.
So Last of Us 2 looking fire. Everybody's gonna buy it. It's gonna break records. We all know that. Haters is gonna be big mad. Also, there's more open areas. They're taking up, like what they did.
Looks like they got a warring it, with the boat and then random open areas.
Yeah, I said the same thing, dog.
So God of War borrowed from Last of Us, and Last of Us borrowed from. Hey, I'm with it.
Yeah, Corey Balog visited Neil. He says, Neil's like, hey, Corey, how'd you get that boat in the game?
Hey, man, what they
You know what? If that's
the template out, where's that located?
If that's the case, how come all these Xbox guys need to have sleepovers at PlayStation devs' places so they can look up some shit to do?
Whoa, what?
Whatever it take, man.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing, Joe. Whatever they got to do.
And lastly, the PlayStation 5 event is going down June 4th at 4 p.m. EST, which is the superior time zone. It's going down.
Also, please log off the internet afterwards because Smooth will be spoiling shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be.
Wait, why would I spoil anything?
Because you're gonna be ass hurt when PlayStation.
I work that day, so I can't even watch it like live or anything like that. But why would I be ass hurt? I'm looking forward to this shit.
You know what happened when that last fucking Inside Xbox happened, yo?
Yep,
bro. And I didn't even. Once again, I still didn't spoil the game. So y'all just telling people wrong information.
You spoiled. And there are reports that the pre-orders might go up that day, and it won't be out of stock. So I would just don't take a chance if y'all want it.
I'm gonna spoil the PlayStation 5 price.
So what y'all think we gonna see? We gonna see some like some fire first party game or mainly third party, maybe a price console reveal. What we seeing?
You sound kind of soup, right? You sound so soup, yo.
It's new generation. What you mean?
I heard not gonna say the price though.
You saw him take off his fake neutral cap, Kid Smooth.
BG sounds stupid. You want to fire first parties? Fire.
Hey man, I've been waiting for fire first party from Xbox for a while. So you know, like Smooth, like what do you call them? What do you
one and done?
Bangers. Exclusive bangers. I'm hoping PlayStation got some exclusive bangers, bro. Like, what do you want from me? Listen, man, I never pretend to be neutral. I lean to PlayStation because they just make better games. Like they just make better games, bro. What do you want me to do?
Speak on it.
Why do I get blamed? Like, why are you shaming me for liking the better product? Like what like that's what we do now in 2020. People get ashamed for liking the better product. Is that cool?
Ashamed for being straight.
Like, you know what that's like? Like, I see people shame J. Cole for being a good rapper. Like, I see that all the time, and I don't get it. Like, that's how I see people when people shame me for like liking PlayStation. Like, it's the better. Like, what do you want from me? It's not my fault.
Speak on it.
I just need you to keep that blue PlayStation beanie on from now on, BG. I don't need you to come out here saying
I can't wear the beanie because listen,
sometimes
they make trash games or they promote trash games like Days Gone, Death Stranding.
Ain't no Days Gone.
They make trash games sometimes, so that's why I can never put the beanie on. I might wear a PlayStation wristband or something like that, you know.
BG, no half measures, dog.
I might have like a wristband or something like that, but I can't wear the hat. I gotta keep
some trash games sometimes.
They make trash games sometimes, bro. It happens, and I'm always here to call it out when they do. But. So what y'all think we gonna see? Y'all excited? Y'all hype? What's up?
I have two consoles. I'm hearing two consoles.
I really want to see the controller.
You've seen it? Why? You've seen that already?
I want to see all of its features. If it's got Bluetooth, if it's got back buttons.
This man working about the damn controller because he wanted it on PC.
There you go, Jimmy.
I know.
Unlike Smooth, you learning.
Oh man.
I hope they show Horizon 2. I mean, they got it.
Oh, I also want to know if Horizon 2 is coming to PC.
The release date. Yeah, we need that release date.
Hey, Bond. Realistically, what would it take for you to buy a PS5? Like, Smooth aside, what would it take for you to buy
games
a PS5?
That aren't on PC, that run at 60 frames and that are good?
Okay.
Fair enough.
PlayStation says say less, G.
Or a lot of good Japanese-centric Japanese RPGs that aren't on PC.
This shit
put Legend of Heroes exclusively on PC. I'll have that shit day one. PS5. I mean on PS5, I had that shit day one.
They did say there's going to be an hour, over an hour of gameplay. I don't know if that means like a full hour every second is going to be gameplay, but they said over an hour of gameplay.
Don't worry, you're going to hear a bunch of that's not real footage. That's running on a PC.
They need to show. They need to show at least 2 or 3 compelling first-party titles, yo.
I think those first parties. The only
Horizon,
they're going to be tech demo games.
There's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn's going to be there. That is.
If they show Horizon 2, that's fine.
Should be Horizon. It just won't be a launch game. Just to give you a heads up. I think Horizon, Ratchet and Clank, and either GT7 or GT Sport 2, whichever one.
Yeah, Gran Turismo is obviously feeling.
Oh yeah, GT probably gonna be there.
And I think Horizon's a good one because it's a nice, slow-paced game, open world that is going to be capable of showing off graphics.
Yes.
Not only that, but it will also coincide with the PC release of the first game, which will then in turn be like, I like this game. I might want to play the second game. It's not coming to PC.
I think 3 first-party games is wishful thinking. I think Max 2 we'll probably see. Like Max 2 and everything else can be third-party.
Then that's pretty much saying, so that's Horizon Zero, Dawn, Ratchet and Clank, and then the other games is Blue Point's game, and then Godfall. And then
Gran Turismo, there's definitely got to be more than 2 games.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to take a supreme long shot and say we will see an Ape Escape.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to say that, but I was waiting for everything to calm down a little bit so I can drop the bomb. But Ape Escape, I think we're gonna see that there.
Jesus Christ.
It might be an audience for that, no small audience.
I think it'll be the game that either uses the new PSVR headset or a game that takes full advantage of that controller.
You know what people are not talking about? The VR.
Ape Escape.
No.
PSVR.
Shut up, I need to see a new VR, yo.
I don't think people recognize that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least a good segment of VR content for PlayStation for PSVR 2.
But I figured like PSVR 2 wouldn't happen until like a few years in. I don't see that being there at launch.
VR is not going to be that launch because then it's going to be like, oh, well, you need the system and another $100 and $200 device. Right? It makes the thing look too expensive.
It got to be closer than that because they've been working on it as long as they've been working on the PS5.
Yeah, it's going to be
close. It got to be close.
It's going to be 1 year because you got to establish regular games before you go on into
but you don't think that PSVR is backwards compatible with the PS5?
Oh, it will, but I'm saying you have to establish regular games before gimmick games.
I don't know, bro. The way they pump VR, they making it like it's a part of the system, so they would have games for it too.
I mean, the processing of the system should automatically boost VR games on PS5.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the headset probably wouldn't have to be upgraded yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a segment for VR as well, not just games for.
No, they do that in their E3s too. Like they'll spend like 30 minutes on the
VR.
God damn, where is the boss on this level?
I mean, an hour long. That's a lot of time.
Why did y'all tell me that Neo was such a fire game?
We did. We did. At least I did. Yeah.
Who's beat it here?
I beat it.
It's not on the Switch.
Oh, shut up, Andrew.
I beat it.
You know what? Here's a good question. Here's a good question. Speaking of that, didn't they port Dark Souls to the Switch?
Yes. Yeah.
How much did that sell?
I don't know.
It came out at a bad time. I know they delayed it. They did. They delayed it away from the other versions, and it came out like around the holiday season, where the other ones came out.
You know damn well no Nintendo niggas playing that shit. They saw it on Dr. Trey's channel, the Blood-Starved Beast and Blood. Like, nope, I'm good.
I think we getting. There should be an actual console reveal, right?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Price is not an option though, right?
If we don't see the console, honestly, though, like for real.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't.
I hope they just get everything out.
See the console, man. Relax.
As long as they showing good games,
man. They got to show it.
It's definitely time. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if they only show like games and shit.
Nah, they're gonna show the console.
They might not show the console. They might just show games.
Yeah, I want to see the console.
They need to put the pre-orders out.
Well, yeah, if they do the pre-orders,
they're not doing any pre-orders until The Last of Us 2 is out.
I doubt it.
It's weird to me to show games for the next system, but not the system. You've seen everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the game is important at the end of the day, though. So, I mean,
done that a lot of times in gaming.
I think they're gonna show the console and tell you when the pre-orders will be available.
The games, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck what this.
But we're not getting a price though.
No, we're not getting a price. I heard.
No, is that what they for sure said? Or?
Hold on.
I doubt we're getting a price. I don't think we are.
I don't think we are either. I think they're gonna tell us the day though that we'll get the price and the pre-order. I think that's what they'll tell us.
They're waiting for Microsoft.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Of course, that's what they're doing.
I hope Xbox drop at 400. Real talk.
I hope so too.
And shake it. I don't know.
Nah, they just need to take the loss on this next console.
Shake the room.
Yeah, you got to.
But he that you can be.
If Xbox do that, it's gonna be some ish.
Yeah, that's gonna shake.
400 on the Series X.
Yeah, that'll be some ish, man.
That's a big loss right there, though, yeah.
You know, people.
And what happens to the Lockhart? Do they not release it then?
They'll release it at 300. It ain't nothing but a.
Nah, the Xbox One X is probably still gonna be 3.
Nah,
is the Lockhart even real?
The Xbox One X and the Xbox Series, not Xbox Series, Xbox One S will be done. That's why they're moving them out. You ain't seen the price of them consoles. They about to stop making those. They're gonna drop the Lockhart. I think they're dropping the Lockhart a year after the series. The
Lockhart and the X1 X specs ain't that far apart though.
COVID-19 situation pushed some stuff back.
So, I don't think it deleted. I don't think it delayed it.
No, they didn't. They said it didn't. They ramped it up actually.
I don't know, but I mean, if you drop that at 300, it's got the same CPU, just a weaker GPU. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, so it's so similar to the One X already.
It's different architecture.
Yeah, I know, but it's still the hardware is similar though.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, we'll see because we'll see.
4 teraflops, a different architecture is going to be way more powerful than X1X.
There's still rumors that the PlayStation 5 is going to have a shortage too. They said don't be surprised if there is a shortage. Yeah,
I'm hearing that they don't have a shortage problem no more though.
Telling me to cop 2 of them, then you know what I mean?
What I'm hearing is that Sony just don't want to press up a whole bunch in the beginning. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm definitely pre-ordering 2 and gouging up that second price for eBay.
$1,000. What's
I'm gonna be mad when them joints is in stock everywhere because dudes is broke because of the recession.
You'll still be able to move.
I was able to sell a Switch for $700.
That's crazy because the PS3 came out at the same situation.
Listen, broke niggas always find a way to smoke weed. Gamers will find a way to get a PlayStation.
You know what? You got a point. You're right.
You know what? You know why they ain't gonna announce PlayStation right now? People gonna be ready to loot that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $600. I ain't pre-ordering. Don't worry, I'm gonna loot that.
Extra months.
No console will be 6. I truly, honestly, I think the Series X and the PlayStation 5 are both gonna be 500.
So somebody gonna be like, where was Sony when them cops was kneeing them? Oh man.
Well, look, we had this conversation about no console ever be $600 after the PS2. What happened?
Nah, the PS3 was $600 though.
No, the PS3 was $600.
It was really $600. So they ain't beyond doing it.
I don't think
you didn't know that the PS3 was $600?
I thought you said the PS2.
Yeah,
I don't remember
I said after the PS2. We didn't think that anything was going to be $600.
I don't know why. What console was $600 before that? The 3DO?
Yeah. 3DO, Neo Geo.
Thinking about them consoles.
Neo Geo was tripping back in the day, bro.
Like mad expensive, yeah.
The cartridges was $300.
I mean, that was a different era though. Like everybody had a console.
You had to be a rich kid to own that, boy.
I mean, if you got the Sega CD Genesis 32X combo, that probably cost you around $600.
I had that though.
Jimmy, you had everything, didn't you?
No, I had that though.
Jimmy was balling back in the day. Okay.
Word.
Consoles need to come out now. I could be in them streets getting me a free Xbox.
See, listen, this after this PlayStation event was announced, I'm thinking, man, because like Xbox, as far as like the narrative, they've been in the lead, right? But if they have been, they have. I had a PlayStation. They have been in the lead, bro. With the narrative,
for positivity towards their product.
They've
just
been
for
so
speaking.
They've been so much into the lead that the Switch lapped their asses.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the narrative. The narrative lead as far because they've been speaking. That's all. Like there was a point when when PlayStation was dead silent because everything that we've gotten for PlayStation, they just had a whole bunch in 1 month. Like all of this occurred like in 1 month. Before then, they said nothing. So Microsoft had like at least a narrative lead for a few months. PlayStation could like really just like erase that whole thing depending on what they show on Thursday.
They're gonna render Xbox irrelevant next.
It's got to be a good showing though.
They're gonna smoke Xbox. I'm not gonna lie. Even I know that. They're gonna smoke them.
All they did
too long for this.
All they did was show a cinematic trailer for Hellblade, the startup noise for the Xbox, and the fan noise.
Nah, they waited. Like they perfectly timed this shit too. The way they did it.
Hellblade, heat though, Blade. Don't do that.
Like, look, we all got to be honest with ourselves here. The safest bet in gaming. There's two things that are plausible in gaming. The safest bet in gaming is a Nintendo handheld, and Microsoft will never ever outsell PlayStation.
I think it looks bad because we still haven't gotten no actual first party gameplay from Microsoft for the Xbox Series X, correct?
By either, yeah.
We never really got a good first party game that showed the Xbox One X.
But regardless, if Sony shows something that's an actual PS5 exclusive, and like Microsoft had at least the head start, because remember they showed their console in like what was that, January? or December.
December.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they waited to just bust everything out.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Sony shows an actual like first party game, like extensive gameplay before you, and you announce your console and showed it way before, I feel like that kind of looks bad. Like you had you about to lose the 28-3 lead.
Nah, I don't think so, because you got to keep in mind that they announced the console as a surprise, which caught everybody off guard, and also no one expected COVID. Remember, we would have had a regular E3 had this happen, and we would have seen everything at the same time. But because
you remember when COVID was fake and just my Xbox clown said it was just something fake, so Sony wouldn't have to be scared. I'm so scared because of COVID.
I do remember. Yeah, yo.
Parents say they weren't going to PAX East because of.
Yeah, so I mean, you get rid of E3, a whole lot of things change, and then you scheduling things differently. PlayStation's coming out in June, which normally would have been, around Xbox coming out in July, which normally would have been around June. So it's just, it is what it is. I just think that what matters the most is that whatever Sony shows, Microsoft got to show every game they got. Like at the end of the day, if Sony comes out to show Horizon Zero Dawn 2, everybody's going crazy over it in the console.
They gonna do that, bro. They definitely doing it.
Microsoft got to show everything they got. They got to show Fable. Fable got to look like a brand new Fable. It's got to be on some God of War type shit. Not graphically, but I mean as far as being a completely rebooted franchise from what we are used to play.
Fable's dead though, man.
Nah, Fable's not dead. That's
Who's
not
developing it?
Playground.
They closed the studio.
Playground.
Playground's going to do it.
Hey, Smooth.
Playground made.
They made Forza Horizon.
Hold on. Stop.
Listen, they built an entire
team that has made a bunch of car racing games.
Not the same.
Is
team.
now handling an RPG.
Well, I mean, Guerrilla Games did the equivalent, Bond. Guerrilla Games did do that.
They had 300
car racing studio.
They have an entirely new studio that doesn't have a name.
Different
It's
studio.
called something house. Is Saban's house or
Clown House?
300 man.
And they hired nothing. All they hired were the freaking people from all they hired people from Rockstar, Naughty Dog, and
Hey, Smooth.
Ubisoft.
You know who used to do that, Smooth?
What's
The
up?
Washington Redskins.
No,
Tell me how good they've been lately.
You know who also did that, Smooth? The team behind Recore. They got Metroid Prime and Halo and all of the types of developers. Trash.
Well, Recore was the main dude, that started the whole freaking Metroid Prime thing. So it wasn't they. It's just he did.
They had the Mega Man guy too.
Yep.
Trash.
It wasn't trash.
Nah, Recore was.
Did you guys play it? You guys played it? No,
Everybody sounded.
not. I think I'm the only one in the room. I think I'm the only
fatigued
one in the room
playing
that beat that game. So yeah.
That's not a brag.
And you had to come right.
It was a difficult game. It was a difficult game. A very difficult game.
Recore was difficult because it was.
Who says it was difficult? That shit was easier than coloring inside the lines.
All right, do it, Vaughn. That's somebody put up something so this can play Recore.
Hit 1,000 and then I'll play.
I want to see Bond. I really want to see Bond play this.
Cal, what you were saying about Recore?
Yeah, that would be so much torture for Bond.
I play Recore. The problem with Recore is that it's really repetitive and it's too much back and forth. It's way too much back and forth.
Yep. And it got bugs.
You ever notice people sound like they ran a mile whenever they talk about beating Recore? Like Kofi, Kick, Smooth.
That game is exhausting though. Like
you understand.
I put time into that game. That game is literally exhausting. You ever get depressed when you talk about a game? Like some games are depressing. Like
you know what? If Microsoft would take the time to nurture that game and fix it and build it right, you could have a franchise at Recore. It's not like it
has no leadership.
But
I like the idea.
Point.
Like I like the idea of Recore.
Right, exactly. I like the idea of Recore, but they just have to make changes to that. They would have to make massive changes to that game.
I like the idea of fucking supermodels, but not everything's realistic.
Oh man, this guy.
On, bro.
Anything to slander them.
All
Just saying.
I should read super chats now. I think we've covered all the topics.
Quantum Break's not that bad of a game, but
they couldn't even program a reload animation to that damn game.
Here's the problem with those two games. Microsoft owns them, they don't own the studio.
Quantum Break is still better than Control. Sorry.
No.
Nah, definitely is.
But you don't own the studio, so it's like you're stuck. That's the thing that pissed me off this generation with them. Same thing with Scalebound. If Scalebound would have released, if Hideki got mad one time, that nigga was like, "Yo, I'm not making no more Scalebounds." You just asked out. You're not getting no more games. They rely too much on third party. That's why I don't have a problem with what they're doing.
Jimmy, I'll say I like the powers in Quantum Break more. I like the powers more, but I don't think it was a better game.
Nah, it was. Oh, I don't want to give Quantum Break his props though.
No, listen, I would play a Quantum Break too.
I like Control.
I would buy a Quantum Break 2 day one. So I'm just saying.
That shit had me dying when Hard 8 was making a video and there was no goddamn reload animation. I was like, this. How do you make a game with no reloading animation?
I can't trust anybody's opinion on those games. For some reason, all the Xbox guys hate Control, and everybody on the PlayStation that bashed Quantum Break hated it. It's just
Quantum Break wasn't good.
It was good. It had flaws, but it was good.
Look, I like both games. Both games are good. Anybody who says either one is trash is a liar. But Quantum Break had better powers. Control just had a better all-around game. The story in Control, they were trying too hard to go the mysterious paranormal route where it stopped making sense. The story was it was dumb. The story in Control was dumb if we keep it real.
Quantum Break was around the same caliber as Alan Wake.
The whole game was in one damn building that kept changing itself.
Explain that.
Quantum Break had a better story. I will say that. It did.
It was paranormal garbage. It was a paranormal reason.
That's all fucking Remedy games though. All their games.
You're right, but they did it the worst in Control to me.
That's just Sam Lake.
Yeah, it was. Even Alan Wake was better than that.
Yeah, Sam Lake does look like he came straight out that X-Files, though.
Yeah, that's all he writes is like, that type shit.
Yeah, I do not think Neo is as hard as a Souls game, but I definitely like how it's smoother playing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Neo 2 on PC. Let me read these super chats so we can get out of here.
You didn't wait for games. That's what peasants do.
Yeah, like you said, and you bought a 30 frame game, so we all gotta,
wow.
We all gotta make exceptions sometimes.
Bro, I don't wait for games. That's
the thing with 30 frames.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That if these consoles come out and they take to what Assassin's Creed Vagina is doing, 30 frames per second, I will make a video for every fucking game that comes out for 30 frames per second on this next gen console.
You might as well make that video now.
Bon, listen, let me explain something. Stop bringing up Ubisoft, by the way.
No, I'm saying if they do it like Ubisoft.
Exclude Ubisoft from that. Ubisoft is already saying that if the game is on PC, they're going to cater to 30 frames on console and 60 on PC. They already said this already.
But like I said,
so exclude them from that.
If it is 30 frames like Assassin's Creed Vagina, I will clown.
Yo, are you really calling it Vagina?
Yeah.
Yo, I thought I heard that the first time, but I was like, nah, he said Valhalla.
I know what he was saying. What the hell?
Yeah, so I had to stop him from doing that.
You wildin', bro.
Assassin's Creed has become a character of itself. I mean, first of all, Vikings don't assassinate.
we know.
Said.
Yeah, it's definitely not a stealth game.
Assassin's Creed hasn't been about assassinating everybody. Just there's certain targets you have to assassinate.
And Press Start did have a good conversation on their podcast talking about if Last of Us is a stealth game. Is because we know Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is definitely not a stealth game anymore. But Last of Us is more of a stealth game than Assassin's Creed, which is a damn shame. Hate to see it.
On Grounded, it's a stealth game.
Yeah. All right. Super chats. Papa John said, "Keep that same energy, Blandrew. No Sony slander." Roadrunner said, "Spam smooths a bum in chat. He's a straight scrub."
Jeez.
HBS Brodo said, showing support, hit the like button. What's the most difficult game that y'all have ever played?
Battletoads.
That's a good one. That's actually a good one.
Damn, that's
I can honestly admit that I have not beaten Battletoads.
Difficult. So I was talking about, when I was streaming Halo 2 earlier, I was talking about games with like extremely hard artificial difficulties. Halo 2 Legendary, a very hard artificial difficulty. Probably the only game that has more of a artificial difficulty than that game is probably Call of Duty World at War on Veteran. And anybody who plays that game on Veteran knows exactly what I'm talking about. That game is they made the difficulty on that game hard by programming every enemy to throw 10 grenades at you every 3 seconds. Go Google Call of Duty World at War grenade spam. There are threads about it. The game was literally broken on the difficulty. That's how bad it was. It was the most artificial difficulty ever made. It was bad. Like bad, bro. That game was incredibly like bad because of that.
Probably F-Zero GX story mode on the hardest difficulty.
If you're not cheesing, and by cheesing I mean snaking, I agree with Blandrew. That is a bitch of a game.
Yeah. I get a lot of my difficulty from like trying to like perfect games. So I would say shit like Highlight Mac 2, trying to get on all levels.
I think I'm probably gonna. For me, I'm gonna go with an old school game because those older games were harder to me. I think the hardest game I would pick is Ghosts and Goblins.
And as for a game, I'll give like real difficulty, not artificial difficulty. I'll say give me God of War on God of War 2018. Give me God of War. Like
that's currently probably the hardest game.
I can't say. See, Ghosts of Goblins is a difficult choice for one reason. Yeah, if you have a good run, you don't struggle. Like if you can maintain keeping that gold armor,
your power.
But like
the gold armor is in the sequel to it though.
Yeah, but I'm saying once you once you die in Ghosts and Goblins, like you're screwed.
Because now you struggle from all over.
Yep. Like when you have the gold armor, it's good, but once you lose that gold armor, you're just screwed.
Like I think that's super Ghosts and Goblins though.
Are you talking about Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins?
I'm talking about Ghosts and Goblins, 1985.
You old ass niggas. You old ass niggas.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, a lot of people.
I don't know nothing about that.
A lot of people don't remember this. I'm glad people don't remember it. But like when I first played God of War and Give Me God of War, bro, that joint was so hard. Especially, it's harder in the beginning because like you're naked, you have no buffs or nothing. It was so hard that on some games where like they for example on Sekiro they make you lose and then a cutscene initiates and everything like that. You're supposed to lose. I thought that was. Yes, I was fighting this one enemy so bad. I was like, oh, eventually he's gonna die, and like a cutscene is gonna happen, and then like I'm supposed to be getting beat. It never happened, bro. That's how bad I was getting. That's how bad I was getting destroyed. I can't even front, dog. I didn't stream the whole game. I streamed that part, but that's how bad I was getting destroyed at first, bro. I was like, no, a cutscene's gonna happen. Kratos is supposed to be getting his ass whooped. Bro, that joint is no joke.
I don't think I ever used any of the buffs in that game. I just kept fighting.
No, you gotta upgrade your character,
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm talking about 2018, not the other ones. Yeah. That's how bad I was getting destroyed.
I used upgrades, but are you talking about like stat buff? Because I looked through people's things when I was done. People had all kinds of crazy armor that was boosting stats and attack power. I never had any of that when I played through the game.
But did you play on Gimme God of War though?
No, but I'm just saying I didn't do any of those buff things, all those crazy ass armor sets.
Oh yeah, I love those armor sets. Let me move on. Andrew Wilkins said Dealer and Cult got their fans to flag J-Dub after Jay offered Dealer's prejudiced broke country club ass a job, and that didn't hurt their numbers.
What happened? Say this again?
They said Dealer and Cult. He said Dealer and Cult got their fans to flag J-Dub. I don't know how true this is.
When he said the dealer was giving out hand jobs at the Best Buy.
Wasn't it a while ago, right?
Yeah, they got him on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he came back though.
Yeah, he's been back. Andrew Wilkins said, Kal-El, why you let Dealer talk down to your Kahabra after K debunked that Unreal Engine 5 demo being able to run on a laptop. Told you being an Xbox fan is a cardinal sin.
Is this English?
That's how he wrote it. I don't know.
How he wrote it.
Him and Karaba was going back and forth. You know, that's I don't mind people debating each other. Why would I have to interfere with that? If either one of them has an argument, if they can prove it, prove it. Like I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah. Lord of Empires.
Even hard.
Lord of Empires Death Singer said, "Hey Bond, how do I become as a?" He said, "Hey Bond, how
I become what?"
I laughed. He said, "Hey Bond, how do I become as irrelevant as you? I'm asking for a friend."
Who is this?
Lord of Empires Death Singer. He said, "How do I?"
Nobody knows who he is. So for you to become as irrelevant as me would mean you'd have to be more relevant than you already are.
He said, "The only thing you do is roast Smooth."
So for him to be as irrelevant as me, he would actually have to be more relevant than himself currently.
Oh man. Entitled Millennial said, "I bet $1,000 Smooth can't beat Doom Eternal on Nightmare."
Oh, that's a good challenge.
King Kobu said, the Metro series is an FPS with a good story. It is.
Agreed. The last one was good outside of its performance issues.
So Excited said, "Sly Trilogy has better gameplay than Halo Trilogy. I have played them both multiple times, no cap."
He might be on to something.
No, he's not, Jack.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Jack, he
might be on to something.
No, Jack, you're right. He might be on to something. He might be on to something. That something is a drug. Okay, my nigga. That's the only thing it can be.
Bitch. Yeah, that's the drug.
It has to be a hardcore drug, like meth or something. That's what he's on.
Speaking of drugs, what do you guys think about CNN?
What you mean?
Listen to this shit, right? So CNN News is covering the protests and the riots, right?
Yeah.
The title of their broadcast is "I Can't Breathe: Black Men Living and Dying in America."
Ooh, that's fire. That's fire right there.
Like, if that is not... I mean, it's true, but if that's not...
it's a biased look at it.
Like, listen, that's not a sensational headline for a news broadcast.
CNN absolutely tries to get... Listen, CNN does the same thing that a lot of people on YouTube do. CNN ain't no different. Like, they tell the views. Yeah, they tell the truth, but they absolutely bait. They absolutely bait. Like, nobody denies that.
They're not wrong.
They're locked up, though. That's why they got their reporter locked up. They want it now.
Another reporter got shot by pepper sprayed paintball guns.
Jeez.
Pepper spray bullets is no joke, though.
No, they're not.
People out there looking like Last of Us survivors.
Wow. Your boy Roy.
Who burned himself on fire trying to throw a Molotov?
Wow.
Yeah.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, he went to throw it in the fire, like, because he raised his arm too far back, and the flame caught him in the back.
Spilled on him. Yeah.
He threw it, and then he had to run down the stairs.
What a dumbass.
Wow.
That lady who threw the Molotov into the police car, and it didn't light him up. She got 4 charges of murder.
That was a white chick. That was a white chick did that.
Most of the people breaking up stuff are, you know.
He must have been an Xbox fan.
After these people on camera, they in trouble.
Did y'all see the GameStop video?
Yeah, dude.
Huh?
Nah, go ahead.
When they looted the GameStop and he went and looked through the game, everything was gone but all the Xbox games. That shit was bro, I know you saw that video.
I saw it.
That shit was funny as hell. Yo. Oh man.
Xbox niggas can't catch a break.
Why would you need to steal a game so you can just get you a Game Pass subscription from the store?
I guess so. You're like, bro, I already got
yeah.
Steal this shit.
That's all we gotta do.
The thing is, they opened the drawers and took all the used games out the drawers. That's it.
Your boy Roy said, Smooth people who play Animal Crossing need to watch also. Smooth Minecraft Dungeon is a good game. Oh, he's saying that he's saying that you're a hypocrite, pretty much. That you're saying people who play Animal Crossing need to be watched, and you're also saying that Minecraft Dungeon is a good game.
Yeah, I don't see the difference, Joe.
But he also said that all PC gamers play is top-down isometric hack and slash games, and that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, actually no. Minecraft is just one game. You like majority of your library is that bullshit.
Okay, what about the Animal Crossing shit though? What about
the Animal Crossing thing? Is Animal Crossing and Minecraft dungeons are nothing to like.
What?
They're not.
So you think? So wait a minute. Just for the record, you think Animal Crossing appeals to, I guess you'll say pedophiles, but Minecraft wouldn't?
No, it wouldn't.
You do know that a majority of Minecraft, I mean not majority, let me take it back. A lot of Minecraft YouTubers have been accused of certain shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do know that.
The Switch version or the PC version?
Yo,
this was before the Switch even came out.
Crazy.
Wild. McLovin your moms said, I play games. Fire name. McLovin your mom said, I play games with my kids and I don't show them any mercy.
I wouldn't. I never show mercy to any of my cousins. I treat them like kids smooth.
Yo, what is wrong?
Like, yo, you ever see like those? You ever see those Instagram videos where dudes are playing like NBA, like 2K with their kids, are mad and just like smoking them until the kids cry?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
that's what I do.
You gotta teach them, yo. Life ain't
Look,
fair.
yo, my brother was whooping my ass in video games and in real life. I didn't beat that motherfucker until I was a teenager at 13. He made my life a living hell. He was whooping my ass in baseball, basketball, backyard football, Tecmo Bowl, bases loaded, baseball stars, Roger Clemens, double dribble. He was whooping my ass in everything.
He remembered every game he got destroyed in.
Everything he was whooping my ass in.
I've seen friends fight, over stuff like that. I've definitely.
Then I hit that growth spurt, Jack.
Oh man, you was on him then.
And then he used to whoop my ass in Mario Kart too. But when things started turning around, I'm really ashamed to say this right now. I should not be admitting this, but I'm about to. When things started turning around with me and my brother in gaming was the N64 when gaming became 3D.
Are you a born in 3D gamer? Let me find out.
He's a born again 3D gamer.
Oh man.
When gaming turned 3D, that's when my brother was losing interest because the tables had turned.
That's when I started getting good at games too, low key.
I was always good at games, but he was just busting my ass.
The Ravenflow said Smooth was shown in a random group on Facebook discussion about easy games. Smooth getting famous for all the wrong reasons. Man. Fresh Ingredient said Xenoblade is 50 times better than Final Fantasy VII Remake, where they literally sold you the first town as a game.
Hold on, what?
That's the hustle? Oh man.
He's saying in Final Fantasy VII, they sold you essentially the first town as a game. He
ain't lying though.
Technically, it's not a town, but he's wrong about that. It's not a town.
Right?
It's the entire Midgar. Midgar's a city.
Your game, BG? What's going on?
Midgar's a city. I said listen. I got 116 hours in that game. That's more than I got out of a lot of other games.
Address it being worse than
you got 116 hours in one town?
I've never played Xenoblade, so I couldn't care less if you think Xenoblade is better.
But aren't you a proud Switch owner now? How do you not play Xenoblade?
I don't care about that trash, Blandrew. You can stick that somewhere, bro.
Okay, Mr. JRPG guy.
All right, man. Listen.
This last donation is reckless, yo.
Hey, you said it, not me. What he said, BG can relate to Bond. He got trashed by the Jeremy 2023 is okay. Gamer 2023. He said the Jeremy in the Last of Us. I did not. I did not get trashed by Jeremy. My team got beat by Jeremy's team. I didn't get beat.
Didn't I play Jeremy in a game before?
I don't know.
I had better numbers than Jeremy in each game, except one.
I'm way better than him. He sucks. I said it. Hope he hears it.
I saw that meltdown on my recommendations. I watched that Jack move you were
Oh, did everybody see Smooth's meltdown last night?
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching it.
I did play it. Hold on. He is the gamer 2323, right?
Yeah.
I think you might have played him in some fighting game. I don't know. Yex, son of Iman, said, "What do you guys think about at least bringing our digital games to next gen?" We talked about that during the podcast. S. Blankson 95 said, "Yo, love the podcast. Also, Bond, Xenoblade Chronicles is more than a remaster. Is more remaster than remake."
That's what we said.
Furious fanboy and HD not a standard capping crazy on Twitter.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I did play. Oh shit, I just had it. Hold on, continue. I'll find it.
Keontae Harris said, "Y'all tell Smooth stop tap dancing on Twitter. He more mad at the protesters than the police."
Okay.
Flaffy 101 said, "I got you, Chris. Timestamp 144 on the Salty Podcast." Yeah, we talked about that. I Am Grand Log said, "Backwards compatibility is a luxury. It shouldn't be expected." 10th Gen said, "When I buy a game, I want to keep it unless I get rid of it, not because I got a new system." Zaki.
Y'all talking about this guy? I put it in the Discord.
Zachary, let me look at this word. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Street Fighter.
What's that number say up top right, PG?
Top right.
To the left of wins.
Oh, that looks like 9-0.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, it looks 9-0. Guess you beat him. Zachary Briggs said, "Xbox is hyping smart delivery and backwards compatibility, so you don't have to buy old games again. Basically, like bringing your trophies with you."
Wait, how can you have smart delivery from a dumbass company?
You're always hating on Xbox, Bond. Always.
Okay, let's just imagine you had three bodegas in front of your house, right, BG?
Yep. Oh, that'll be fire.
Right. All right, now
listen. I know what he's gonna say. Here we go.
One bodega you preferred.
I got that.
It served you good food, bangers.
Yep, I know that bodega.
Another bodega, it wasn't really your type of food, but every now and then you stop over there. Your wife likes it. You dabble.
Yep, I know that one too.
But the third bodega, they've just been talking about they're going to be improving their shitty ass food for the last 10 years, but they never improved it.
I never go in that one.
That's my point.
Yeah, this is real life situations too. Like I can relate to all three of the bodegas.
So why would you not talk trash about the bodega that has been talking about being good for the last 10 years when they just keep trying to serve people shit?
Hey man, I hate bodegas that don't improve.
But here's the thing. It's not like that bodega has been shit forever. They used to be better than the good bodega.
Oh, that's true. I've seen it back in the day. It looked okay.
They used to be fire. They used to be good.
Mm-hmm.
They used to get the games first, the food first, the new joints first, the hot shit first. They used to have all the features and the on, but now they're resting on their laurels.
Yeah, the new bodega got a grill in there. They serving all types of stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Real man. It's clean in there. They got like big screen TVs and all. That bodega crazy, dog.
Now imagine this, right? The shitty bodega tried to, instead of selling you food, tried to sell you monthly subscriptions for some ham and cheese sandwiches.
Oh nah. I don't like that.
But it's only $1 a month, BG, and you get ham and cheese sandwiches whenever you want.
Hey, man, stop that.
Hey, 10 million people want that deal, though. You know that, right?
For BG, for $1 a month, you can get as many ham and cheese sandwiches as you want.
No, I don't like food stamps. I'd rather just
that doesn't interest you.
I don't like food stamps. I like to order from the grill. They got this nice like ham, cheese, and and bacon omelet that I like to get that joint.
Wait. But Jack, you like burnt bologna sandwiches, right?
Oh, no, indeed. I might take $1 ham and cheese. You're
not interested in unlimited ham and cheese sandwiches for $1?
No,
I ain't tell you something. They're gonna drop it on the floor before they get it to you, though.
Oh man, Trago1337 said, "If you don't care to keep your games, then why do you shit on Game Pass?"
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Because you rent them, you don't own them.
You can own them. What's the problem?
No, he's saying, but what he's saying to BG is, if you don't care about owning games, you might as well just subscribe to Game Pass.
I don't like subscriptions to games though. Subscriptions to games is still weird for me. It just feels weird.
It's moving gaming into a place where you don't own games.
But you can own them. It doesn't make sense.
You can.
What's the difference?
You can. That doesn't change the fact that Game Pass is still welfare.
What's the difference?
I'm not understanding your question. What's the difference between renting shitty food and buying it?
Yeah, just buy it.
But I don't want to buy shit.
They don't get it. They got the option to do both, so they're mad.
I was gonna say I don't understand what's the problem.
Bob be hating because you could do both.
Look,
you get the game at a cheaper price at that.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality about Game Pass.
Every game in it ain't bad.
If good games were coming to Game Pass, would people be complaining?
There are good games in Game Pass. Metro is in there.
Red
Dead.
Third-party games coming to Game Pass.
There's a ton of third-party games in Game Pass.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Exclusive games.
Exclusive games is in there too. I mean, whether you like them or not,
the exclusives are no good. That's what he's trying to say.
That's subjective. That's
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think there's good games in Game Pass. I just don't like subscriptions for games. That's all it is. I don't like subscriptions for games.
You can say fucking fat bitches is fun, and that's subjective, but I'm still gonna say they're fat, ugly bitches.
Jesus,
that's your type, though.
That's what's in Game Pass.
He said that's your type.
Hold on, let me go get my credit card.
Jack's stupid. Hey man, listen. Andrew Wilkins said, "Cal, Halo 5 sold horribly. Horizon Zero Dawn outsold."
Not sell horribly, bro. Stop lying.
Compared to past Halos, yes.
No, it didn't. I mean, compared to past Halo, sure. I mean, it didn't hit the 10 million mark, but it still hit like 5 or 6 million.
Horizon Zero Dawn outsold Gears 4 and Gears 5 combined in less than 1 year after after its release. Look it up. Xbox has zero value. Yex, son of Aman, said if they drop. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yex, son of Aman, said if they drop an Elden Ring limited edition off the top, I'm most definitely getting a PS5 off the muscle. On the Stick said, I got my gaming PC because of you guys and never look back. Shout out to Black Bond, Black Lives Matter. Indeed. You know who should get a gaming PC? An actual desktop?
Yeah, move.
No, Jack.
I'm staring at you, Jack. John.
Man, my fucking hard drive corrupted, yo.
Already?
I'm staring at you.
Hold on. You got
what did you do with it?
You got that brand new laptop and the hard drive corrupted already.
Oh no, I've had it for 2 years. I don't know how the fuck it happened.
How does it corrupt though? What the hell did you do?
I don't fucking know. I treat the laptop better than my laptop on right now.
You know why? Because it's a laptop.
No, PCs have corrupted hard drives.
Get a desktop.
So that happened on it. I haven't seen that's real.
No, they fucked me over.
Are you guys watching CNN right now? How embarrassing this is?
No.
Spike Lee is on TV wearing a San Francisco 49ers hat. Not a Knicks hat. That's a damn shame.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Hey man, the Knicks did them wrong, yo.
That's a damn shame.
Hey, I need to get the hell out of here. I'm thirsty. I need to go to bed. Seek HWH says Animal Crossing is for pedos, furries, and grown people who watch Coco Melon on YouTube. What the hell is Coco Melon?
What is Coco Melon?
I'm afraid to YouTube that. I'm afraid to type that in.
Google that and get back to me.
Nah.
I don't need the. You type that shit in.
I don't need the FBI seeing that in my search results, man. I don't know about looking that up. Somebody else do it. King Kobu said, smooth getting shots from all sides. PC, Nintendo, and PlayStation. No wonder he's quiet for half the podcast.
Don't forget the elites.
I love Smooth, though.
Mr. Heisenberg said, the mechanic of carrying your companion over bodies of water because they can't swim is gone. The Last of Us 2 is gone in The Last of Us 2. Jimmy is a moron.
All right, so
I agree.
So that's not in the trailer. Her getting in a boat and then the man narrating saying that you need the canoe to cross certain bodies of water now.
But that's not the same thing.
Hanging over water is what he said.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. Mr. Twin said, do not pre-order PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X online. Pre-order are at a maximum of 10 per distributor. But what that got to do with me?
I don't think that's from you.
Yeah, nobody's
I thought it was 5. They went up to 10. I thought it was 5. Okay.
That don't even sound believable though.
Yeah.
I heard it was 5. I did hear that. I heard it was 5.
A retailer, bro. Come on,
yeah. I heard that's what I heard.
I still don't know what that got to do with me. I'm pre-ordering mine. KW Fang said no console this Thursday. Stop thinking this. Oh, he don't. Fang said we not getting to see the console.
Damn, he might be right though.
A Sapphire 541 said Sony have been in the lead. Their controller reveal was bigger than the Xbox Series X console reveal. Tony Wood 25 said, how many L's Blandrew gotta keep serving you Xbox dudes? Gotta keep serving you Xbox dudes until y'all stop believing. Sony is Jordan, Nintendo is Pippen, and Microsoft is JaVale McGee.
Yo, what? Yeah, let me respond to that real quick.
Do JaVale like that?
Let me respond to that real quick because I'll be 100% honest. I do be wanting to come at Blandrew when he start running his mouth. But he don't give you opportunities because you Xbox dudes can't get your shit together.
Man. Okay, where was I at? He's Matt Roman donated, says thanks for the content. Josh T said Nintendo is like Horace Grant. You can't live without it. KW Fang said, how much for an F-Zero GX very hard story mode challenge?
Blandrew, how much, Blandrew?
I don't do streams.
BG ain't beating that.
Why not?
I don't think I'd be good at it, to be honest with you.
You gotta play a game. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
No, you gotta also entertain. No, Blandrew.
Unless you're a bum.
Or you could just ignore your chat.
I make the best videos on this side of YouTube, so don't do that.
Hey, you might be right. I gotta address BG for a minute. And Bond, y'all be streaming for like 2-3 hours. Y'all don't be saying shit.
No, I stream for 4 hours.
You got a problem with that?
I'm saying you'll be streaming for like 5, 2, and I'm like, I'll be watching 10, 15. I'm like, damn, is he gonna say something? Like,
when I play Jack, when I'm playing Phantasy Star Online 2, I talk.
Okay, I saw you talking in that one. I saw you talking.
When I'm playing a game like Halo 2 Legendary, Halo locks into Halo. There's no talking.
Like sometimes you don't even acknowledge his chat either. You just be ignoring the whole chat.
But here's the thing. Go ahead.
I blocked Next Level Gaming 3 times, so I watched. And also, Neo is not exactly. I talk to the chat in Neo, but sometimes when you're playing these Souls games, you can't be taking your eyes off the screen for 2 seconds.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jack. I accept I'm not a good streamer. I will never tell anybody I'm a good streamer because I do not want to talk to you niggas while I'm gaming. Like I accept that.
I feel that. I'm just saying.
I accept that I'm a bad streamer. I'm completely fine with that. I
stream. Looking for some input, dog. I'm like, what BG finna say about this part? You just don't say you be cereal and shit.
I stream because there's some gameplay moments that I think are cool to like share and see people's reaction. But as far as talking, like if we think about it, streaming is the most streaming is like the most counter like intuitive thing ever, and people don't realize it. Like, because when you're sitting there playing games, you're not talking. Like nobody talks unless you're in a Discord or something, which is different. But when you're sitting there playing the game, nobody just talks to themselves out loud, which is essentially what we're doing when we're streaming.
Yeah.
It's very unnatural, right? So
you're not trying to argue with the chat or do anything like that. When
it depends on the game you stream.
It's the most unnatural thing, and people don't realize. And I accept that. I'd rather be a bad streamer than be a fake streamer, which I'm okay with. You know, like I just accept that. You know, I'm not gonna like force conversation. I will say this: I talk more when it's a game I care about or a game I like. Like I'm playing Halo 2 on Legendary. I don't care about this game that much. So like I don't really have that much to say. Like the most I gotta say is, oh, that part was BS, and I can't wait till I finish this game. Like I don't really care about the game that much
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like people are like, damn, BG don't get tilted like Smooth. I'm like, I can't get tilted about games I don't care about.
Yeah, I can't get angry about it.
And Jack Move, you have the benefit of talking to like a lot of friends and stuff, so you guys have topics just constantly flowing. It's not just 100% on the game and stuff happening. So
yeah, like I don't understand how Smooth gets mad about certain challenge. Like I don't care how hard a game is. If I don't like it, I can't like get mad at it. Like I don't.
On the line though, he trying to get that.
I still
like mention Smooth be punching. Okay, let's look. Smooth punches desks, controllers. He broke a TV or a monitor by punching it. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
Smooth just be destroying shit.
Like if Smooth was cool, calm, and collective like the rest of us, nobody would care to watch his stuff. But
That's
he's
right. No, that's
trash,
facts.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. I watch Smooth for the rage.
Exactly.
Indeed.
But if he was good and like calm, nobody would care.
Hey, what nobody give a fuck.
Exactly. Like people not showing up to my Halo 2 stream, which I'm completely fine with. Like I said, I'm cool with like people who support. Like, but people know BG ain't raging over no Halo 2 on Legendary. I don't know. I don't give a damn about that. They're not showing up for that now.
I mean, at least I'll say that BG has the capacity to learn, because before he learned how to use the plasma rifle, it was looking a little spooky.
I mean,
but if you don't know how to use the plasma pistol on Legendary, you can't progress in that game. And that's why Smooth can't progress. He cannot get the plasma pistol combo down.
Last super chat. Oh no, actually. Tony with 25 said, remember this, Smooth. Assistance or not, most games neither completed nor have the balls to complete The Last of Us or Souls on hardest difficulties. So F them. King Kovu.
I did.
King Kovu said, Bond taking money from Bond taking money from his kids' cousins too. I thought he said Kid Smooth, but he said his kids' cousins too. The Raven Flow, last one, said Xbox is Dennis Rodman at the free throw line. Was Dennis really that bad at the free throw?
He was unreliable. He has pretty big free throws at one point, though.
He wasn't exactly on the team for offense. He was there to play
defense.
To get second chances for the best player of all time.
He was a rebounder,
yeah. And that's it. Outros real quick, Jimmy.
Yo, J Mega Games. Everybody enjoy your night. Peace.
Jack.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Streams will be coming up this week from the Liggy Top, trying to do a reaction to the PS5 reveal. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Mixer, Jack Move, Johnny, and check out that Weapon Wheel Patreon.
Why don't you guys just do a collective like Weapon Wheel reaction instead of doing your own separate streams? Wouldn't that make more sense?
But then they'd come in with, I'm on 2 podcasts.
Oh, you're going with your real people. Okay.
No, I wasn't doing it with nobody.
Yeah. We're listen, apart from Sundays, we're our own individuals, and I think we should be that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with BG.
You guys all locked indoors. I'm the only person here working.
Oh, what a loser.
Get a load of
this joker.
Yeah, they all gonna be working in 2 weeks anyway.
I know them double quarter pounds ain't gonna make themselves Blanchard. All right. This shit crazy.
Listen, they try to open up New York. And listen, I told my wife, I ain't going back. They gonna have to come find me. I ain't going back outside to get no. Man, they gonna have to find me, dog. I ain't going to work.
Yeah, I'm already set. I'm on vacation for the summer. I ain't going back.
Yeah, man. It would feel weird going back. I ain't doing it. Y'all gonna have to keep paying me from home. Y'all don't even need me in that office. Kal-El, outro.
First of all, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it, brother. If you in the Xbox
what the fuck? Hey,
did his voice get darker? I mean, like deeper? Or...
Yeah.
Nah, that's how my voice is. Is it?
No. It's
you got deeper.
Oh.
Yeah, you just suddenly turn into Bane.
Check out my show next week. This week coming, we got a dev on the show from Ceridium Digital. They're making a game for Xbox called The Last Pisces. So we'll be interviewing them and chatting with them about that game. And
what's the developer?
Ceridium Digital. We got a game coming out that's going to be on PC and Xbox called The Last Pisces. I've had them on the show a long time ago, so I'm doing an update since they've had some changes. And my channel is Tick Games Network on YouTube. Tick Games Network. We're 100 subs from we're 100 subs from 1,000. We used to have another channel that had 6,000, but that got demonetized, so we switched channels.
Did it get demonetized, if you don't mind me asking?
It got demonetized because one of my managers had linked an old URL to the channel, and the URL was banned on Google. So
the URL.
Yeah, like we from one of our old websites. Our old website used to be CGN, and that it got banned for some reason, and then they linked it to the YouTube channel, trying to link the two, and it banned the channel. So we had the channels. so I had to start all over.
Okay.
Hey, you got no super chat, yo.
Yeah, I don't got no.
Brian Lobo said if they did a group reaction, Smooth will flag it. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Blandrew.
Later.
Bond.
Everybody, best bot, best Sony drone, best pony, best PC gamer, best everything. I'm fucking CM Punk, best in the world. Bret Hart, best there was, best there is, best there ever will be, even though I said it wrong. But appreciate everybody coming out, the support, the donations, the super chats, the likes, the viewership, the Patreon request support that you few people do. Also, remember to hit that 1,000 likes and you can get another free game stream. You could see me stream something wild. You never know.
All right.
I will Jack move Minecraft.
You got to stop saying that, yo.
Why would you do something boring? Like, do something fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be mad boring.
Infamous second son for Jack. Y'all know what's
I
up.
want to see BG play Days Gone. Days Gone for BG.
I want to see that too.
Yeah,
I would like to see the Jack play The Witcher. That'd be nice.
Listen. I'm extremely boring. Y'all don't want to see me play nothing. I will
put
y'all to sleep.
Now you're boring.
I will put y'all to sleep.
We know you're boring.
Now you're boring.
You don't want to see me play nothing. I'm Snoresville all day, 24. What's that thing called?
2947 or whatever.
Yeah, NyQuil. I'm NyQuil in a stream. Y'all don't want this. All right.
Man, he boring. Y'all hear this?
Facts.
Y'all hear this?
Big facts. Y'all don't want this. All right. That's everybody did theirs?
No, not me.
Guys, move.
Don't lie.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I am the best bot. Make sure you check out my channel. I am streaming a lot more often, and I'll be streaming more primely on Sundays at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You know, it's prime time. If you want to catch some good streams. But yeah, I've been streaming every day. Make sure you join the channel. You know, I'm doing some upgrades there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week.
Oh, Smooth, you only have 1 hour. You still have 1 hour left of Halo 2.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream it sometime.
We'll do it tonight. Just get it over with. Just do it tonight. Just get it over with.
Not if you want to have an aneurysm before bed.
Yeah, no, me and my wife gotta watch Insecure. So,
all right, we out. We'll check y'all next week. Actually, I might not be here next week, but
oh, does that mean I get to run the podcast?
I get to host it, BG.
Wow.
Wow,
the sharks come out, huh? Yeah, I might not be here next week, which is, the big event, this podcast after the big event, but we'll see.
Don't worry, guys. I won't have you here for 3.5, 4 hours.
Hey, man, I've been trying to move it along, but you take up an hour dissing Xbox.
Yeah.
Stop talking about trash then.
Oh, man.
Nah, I mean, Xbox is going to have some mega news next week, too. So,
oh, God. What mega news?
Exclusive bangers. The exclusive bangers, bro. Yo.
Dog shit.
Yo, we out. We'll catch y'all next week.